Hello, everybody. Streaming on a Friday, as you can imagine. It's a special event because today is a Summer Game Fest, and so that's what we're going to be streaming today. I did post the question of the day. I'm asking if there's anything in particular that you're looking forward to seeing today. There's a couple of things that have been teased online, but I have not done too much research because I kind of wanted to go in open-minded and just go along for the ride and see some surprises. Casabella's in here. Hello. We've got Julia in here. Hello. Didn't use your walk-on, I see. I'm going in blind too. Yeah. I know it's probably a bit early, but if I had to name one thing that I'm hoping to see is just a tease for The Last Ronin. That'd be really cool. For those that don't know what The Last Ronin is, it's a very popular comic book based on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and they're making a game about it. And I would love to see a high-quality AAA single-player narrative experience that takes place in that world. Before we get started here, actually, I just remembered I have a picture-in-picture mode that we could set up here. Is this gonna work? It should work. Yeah. So we'll actually see when the stream goes live. Let's fade it like this. That should work, I think. Right? I just want to make sure that I have all my other standard overlays here, because it's a bit different than the standard one. What was I getting? Yeah, a bit of context before we get started at the top of the stream. As you know, last Sunday, we did our first IRL stream. We participated in a Hot Ones Experience challenge, and that was a lot of fun. I was with my buddy Magistrate, and last Sunday was amazing. Yeah, we were live for like 3.5 hours, and I'm currently editing that video, and it's taking me a really long time because the edit requires me to cut between the two of us. So we're depending on who's talking, if we're both laughing or something. So that editing is taking a crazy amount of time. And I'm trying to go from 3 hours down to about 30 minutes, maybe? I think a 30-minute video would be fun. Yes, we definitely got ice cream afterwards. One of the best ice cream we've ever had. Surprisingly, I was fine the next... I say fine, I'll say like on 10. 10 being like completely normal. I give myself like a 6 or 7, so it's not that bad. But yeah, it was a really fun experience. As for this week, in fact, the reason I was starting to ramble is that I've been having a lot of technical difficulties with my computer, like a lot, to the point where I didn't think I could be going live right now. So I know I said that last time, but I feel like my computer is hanging by a thread. My USB devices have been completely out of whack. I even tried changing my USB ports. I even went a bit fancier, went for like a more expensive one, because it's like a dock that's got like, I used to use one that had 5 ports. Now I upgraded to one that's got 7 ports. And I think, 7 ports all plugged into one on the back of my computer. And I'm starting to think that my computer is the problem, because right now I went back to an older model that's got only 4 ports, and it seems to be holding up. But yeah, I'm a bit tense. Like I'm really nervous about like the whole thing falling apart during the stream. If it does, it'll be what it is. I mean, you gotta roll with the punches. We've got about 15 minutes here before. Oh, look at that! As I said it, the countdown just started. I've got the stream here in the background, and yeah, I think when I hover it, you guys see that. That's cool. I'm gonna hide this little widget that I generally use, and cool. So I think we could just chat for a bit here. Hey Luke, welcome in. Luke started streaming. People, go give him a follow. It's cool that more people from the Rough Cut community are getting into the whole streaming game. John and I used to talk about a day where we have this like little tight-knit community, not just of watchers and participants in Discord, but like people who actually stream. and I think we just needed that spark, the initial thing. I know that like Goose was streaming on his own, Saturn on his own, but we wanted it to be kind of like under the umbrella of the Rough Cut Collective. And I don't want to take full credit for that, but you've been streaming since 2028? 2018. Sorry, Luke, I had no idea. That's cool. I guess we never talked about it, perhaps. Sorry about that. I didn't realize. But yeah, I think having, I don't. Okay, we'll just say you're the exception here, because I was gonna say, John was always pushing for people in the community to start streaming, and then having sort of inheriting the community that he's been building. And that's kind of what I've been doing on my end. Streaming from the future. So yeah, hopefully my internet connection is gonna hold up. The issue that I've been seeing the most is my webcam just freezes. My microphone should still be working, but occasionally all my USB devices just kind of like go offline for a bit and then reboot and then come back. Worst case, it'll be a couple of seconds. I really hope it doesn't happen. I basically just abandoned the new USB dock that I've been using, and I fell back on like this really old one that seems to be holding up. So I don't know what the hell's going on. I really hope that it's not something I have to like tinker in my actual PC. Like, why is it not able to support the USB dock I just bought? And I've gone through like 2 or 3 already. That issue keeps coming up. Only the old dock seems to be having no issues. Anyway, so Luke, I'm trying to think. You were playing Resident Evil, right? Last I checked. Is that your first playthrough or revisit? Resident Evil 2, if I remember correctly. Revisiting, cool. I think in John's ideal world, different members of the Rough Cut Collective would be streaming that, like, at any point we could hop, like, somebody's live, you know, in different time zones. We could kind of that would be interesting. I'm in the same time zone as John, so we're going to be competing for time slots. Since it's Friday, I think it's appropriate for me to ask, how was your week? Any highlights? And in case you missed it, there's a pinned at the top a question of the day. I'm asking, are you hoping to see anything in particular during the Summer Game Fest? I'm doing more playthroughs on my own time. Like now I'm playing RE2's hardcore mode while getting the best score. Oh, interesting. Is there a leaderboard in Resident Evil 2? I feel that would be weird. Yeah, I haven't played classic Resident Evil 2 or the remake. I think the last Resident Evil that I played was probably 5. I didn't play 6. And then the first person ones, 7 and 8. Haven't played those. Casabella says, Simon, I've started a new game that I think you might enjoy. It's called The Last Guardian. I've definitely played The Last Guardian. I played it the year that it came out. I followed that game. I think it was like 9 years in development. It was the game that, you know, every E3 people were like, oh, it's definitely gonna be shown again at this E3. It was like the running gag, kind of like what we see now with Hollow Knight Silk Song. I think that's the game that people really want to see show up at Summer Game Fest, but it's been 4 or 5 years. I think the last time we saw it was 2019. So it just goes to show like how long people have been waiting to see that game. Last Guardian was amazing. I love that experience. It was beautiful. You know, when you want to give examples of games as art, I would definitely put that in the list. Really? Was there anything in particular? Is it like I like that the relationship with the creature evolves over time, and it's almost like a puzzle in and of itself. Luke says it's for achievements and unlocking special items such as concept art or character models. Cool, Luke. So it's actually built into the game. Interesting. I do think that Resident Evil 4 ranks pretty high in my all-time favorites list. Even though I'm really not a fan of horror games. I don't do very well with scary stuff. Same goes for movies, same goes for games. I just absolutely adore the world of RE4. And so when they announced that they were going to make a remake, I was like, oh, I'm definitely going to play that. And then it came out and I still didn't play it. And then when they announced that it was going to come out on VR, I was like, oh, I'm definitely going to play that. And then again, I didn't. Like, games come and go, especially when it's remakes that tap into the nostalgia. It just feels like you can't wait to revisit it. But then the game releases, and I just get caught up with life. There's stuff, there's other games, there's responsibilities, and then I get sad. I get sad that I missed out on certain opportunities. Opportunities for me are I'm referring to video games. Like, meanwhile, there are like real life opportunities, friends, family, and stuff like that. Like, that always tends to come first. That's priority. But like, my hobbies is what I'm talking about. Like, that's the thing that makes me sad, that I have to kind of put those aside from time to time. Casabella says, that's so cute, the relationship with the creature. I just got a vibe that it was your kind of game. Yep, definitely. Very narrative. The lore is not as explicit as other games. Like, you have to kind of figure it out as you go. I did have very good experiences with The Last Guardian. And I remember going around recommending it to people who are also into narrative games. Oh, Clay was playing Resident Evil 4 Remake in VR, and it was so good to watch. Oh, I hope it's still in the VOD. That would be a lot of fun to revisit. I just got a message from Twitch saying there's a new menu called the Raid channel. Like the Raid menu, to like give me suggestions of who to raid after the stream. That's funny. It's interesting because I'm scrolling down and I'm seeing the thumbnails of all the people, and like I can see everybody's different configurations. I've considered changing mine, but honestly, I really like this layout. This event is going to be shared by so many people. We could talk a bit about E3. E3's kind of come and gone. It disappeared, but it was honestly one of my favorite times of the year. It was like my Christmas. I used to, track all the new announcements. I would compare with friends, talk about ranking what our favorite announcements were, favorite trailers, favorite upcoming games coming out this year, games coming out in the near future. Like, man, I would go nuts for that kind of thing. I might still do that. And then in the end, I would collate, I think that's the right word, everything into like a big Google Doc, and I would put like hyperlinks to the trailers so that people who didn't watch E3 could still basically find a summary, and they would kind of boil down the events. I know other websites do it, but they fill them with text and they fill them with ads, and there's a lot of other stuff, so it's kind of hard to find all the information condensed into one place. So I love doing that just as a public service. Not being able to attend an E3, Luke says. I got to go to one, the year that they announced the PS3. It was also the year that Assassin's Creed was revealed, and I got to get hands-on with the Wii for the first time. Hands-on with the Wii sounds weird. I got to play the Wii before anybody else when it was the year that it was announced at E3. It's kind of cool. Yeah, it really was. The game that was demoed with the Wii was Twilight Princess. And I think Mario Galaxy, perhaps? No. Wait, hold on a sec. I gotta think about that. No, I don't think... Did they both get revealed the same year? Or am I creating that? I know for sure that I ran around as Link in Twilight Princess. But now I'm trying to think, did I also play Mario Galaxy? What's crazy is the lineup just to get to try the Wii was like, I want to say 2 hours. Imagine you're spending your entire day on the E3 floor and you have to like dedicate a block of time to just wait in the lineup for the Nintendo booth. I'm trying to think what other, that I think 2006 was the last big blowout year for E3, because the year after that, I think it was 2007, was the year that E3 ended up going into the hangars like instead of being in the big convention center, they were scattered, and even the game developers had to reserve like hotel reception halls and stuff like that. Like, so journalists had to hop from hotel to hotel rather than having everything condensed into one location like the convention center. So it was a really like awful, like 2000. So I kind of feel like I was part of the last great E3, because even when I was following online, they never felt that they had that oomph, you know, like the wow factor of previous E3s. That's nothing to the British? What do you mean? Which part? Oh, waiting 2 hours in the lineup or something? Perhaps. All right, we got 3 minutes here before this event kickstarts. I did catch a wave of new trailers coming out. I don't remember if there's like a preview or like a pre-show event. They announced a remake or like a re-release, remaster version of Yooka-Laylee, which is another game that I really wanted to play, but I missed out, from the original creators of Banjo-Kazooie. And it definitely feels like a spiritual successor. Visually and everything, it looks so similar. Casabella says, yeah, waiting in a queue for anything for yours. The British have made it an Olympic sport. For hours, yeah, for hours. The British have made it an Olympic sport. Do you have that thing where if you're waiting in the line and you see another line moving quicker than yours, do you switch or do you stay? Because that's like Murphy's Law, right? If you switch to the other lane, then the one that you were in is going to start speeding up again. Or same for being stuck in traffic. Depends on my mood. Good answer. All right, I think I'm going to pause my music and we'll switch over here because there's only 2 minutes left. In a sec, I'll swap the two screens. Luke says, I know there's going to be a Resident Evil 0 and a Resident Evil Code Veronica are getting remakes, so if there's any teases to them today, then I'll be hyped. That would be cool. I have heard of those, but I think they're just rumors for now, right? They're nothing confirmed. It sounds like footsteps, but it's actually in the music. Let me bump that up a bit.
Hello there.
Hey, Magistrate. Just in time, we're about to start watching the Summer Game Fest. And SGF doesn't roll off the tongue like E3 does. E3 just had a punch to it, right? Magistrate, you missed, but I was talking about the editing process for our Hot Ones experience. I've been working hard on it. I would say probably by end of next week. I'm just giving myself a buffer. I'm aiming for like a 30 to 40 minute video possibly, because I'm bringing down like 3.5 hours, right? I'm condensing it down to something much shorter, and it's no small feat. How was the ice cream after last Sunday's stream, Magistrate? I've been telling the story as well of the Hot Ones experience with different friends since then. And the more I talk about it, the more I feel like, yeah, I would do that again. At the time, I was like, there's no way I'm submitting myself to this again. But in hindsight, yeah, I would. Some of those wings are actually like legit delicious. I might do it with, I saw some people doing it with cauliflower and like even like chicken nuggets or something. You just batter them like, you know, regular batter, and you just toss them in this hot sauce. I think that would be amazing. I'm in no hurry to relive the embarrassment. Oh yeah, okay, seizure warning, everybody. Beware of flashing lights. If you hang out on this stream regularly, I think you're accustomed to flashing lights.
Please welcome to the stage, the creator of the Game Awards, Jeff Keighley.
Tell me if the volume balance is good. Like with my voice as I'm talking. I'll try to be quiet when people are actually talking.
everybody. Welcome to Summer Game Fest 2024. You ready to see some video games?
Yeah.
We are so thrilled to be here with you, and this is a showcase of what's next for games live from the YouTube Theater here in LA. Now, if you're watching this show, first of all, welcome. I know everyone around the world is joining us for this special moment. And I know if you watch this show, you don't just play games, you deeply care about this art form and the health of this industry. The good news is that we have a lot of amazing games to show you from creators around the world over the next 2 hours.
2 hours. Buckle up, people. Make sure you get your coffee and your beverages.
But let's also face it, this has been a tumultuous and difficult year with company
gonna talk about the
layoffs
layoffs?
and studio closures,
Yeah.
which have disappointed all of us. But there's also something else happening. Our industry is evolving and changing. And thanks to digital distribution, smaller teams and new creators are finding incredible success. Take a look at this list from Game Discover of the top 10 best-selling new games on Steam so far this year. 2 of them are considered, big company games, but the other 8 come from indie, mid-sized teams, or solo developers. I look at this list, it's pretty cool, right? And I get inspired that new ideas, new teams, and smaller creators can and will break through. It's a reminder to big companies that they have to treat their developers right, because today there are many paths to sustainability and success, and that's what makes this industry so great. And you'll see that reflected in the show today, because over the next 2 hours, we'll have big franchises on stage like Star Wars, Batman, and Harry Potter, but also smaller titles,
MMPR.
including a few games made by single individuals and first-time creators that we invited to be part of this show because we think this platform is important as a way to show you new things that you might not even know about. So when you see a game that piques your interest, please wishlist it, or even better, send it to a friend and get them excited. That's how we
word of mouth.
together can grow the gaming community. And we are going to do that today over the next 2 hours, as we have a lot of games to show you, plus Day of the Devs directly after with even more indie titles. So should we get to the games?
Let's do it.
All right, it all begins right now. Here's our first announcement.
Yeah, Kaz, because it...
Hey, look, this is a hot dog guy auditioning for the lead and unannounced action game.
We see you as more of a sidekick.
Oh, sure, I get that a lot, but check out my range. Okay. Rage! Empathy. Oh, hilarity! This guy! Straight! What game
Gorilla?
is this anyway?
Oh, wow. We're seeing this right away? No way. I thought this was just starting development.
I gotta get me one of those. Ooh, sandwich. Sorry, gotta go.
Who is that?
That hot dog guy is Aloy, an amazing video game lead.
How?
Thunderjaw went mad and is tearing through the valley.
Don't worry, I'll bring it down. This is gonna be fun. Yeah, right in the eye.
I'm so shocked and confused and amazed.
Hunting machines, all by herself.
Oh, she uses the
We're
tool.
friends, you know.
Let's do this!
Oh, man.
A friendly hero.
What a combination of my
hunting
favorite
with her
things.
pals.
Ow, hey, whose side are you on?
Exploring,
Wow, what is this place?
collecting all the shiny
Different voice actress, I feel.
Ooh, money.
and making a home.
Yeah.
Aloy, the Thunderjaw's back.
Oh, right, the Thunderjaw.
I feel it's gonna miss out on some of the more serious tones of Horizon,
Here we go.
but it looks visually incredible. And it's not just a repeat of what we did in the original story.
Better get a snack.
It's almost like
Oh,
a
you want mustard?
alternate universe version.
I'm good.
Horizon Adventures. All right, but you know what? Maybe it's like I wouldn't play Horizon with my daughter, but I would play this. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Oh, are we gonna get some news on
There
PS5
you
Pro?
go. Wasn't that fun?
I would
That
love
was
to hear about
Lego
that.
Horizon Adventures coming out later this year for PlayStation, but also day one on PC and Nintendo Switch. It's a playful, lighthearted story
On Switch as
inspired
well.
by the world of Horizon,
Wait,
designed
on
with
Switch?
two-player action in mind, supporting couch and online co-op. All right, now we're going to completely shift the tone to the next game from Torn Banner Studios, the developers behind Chivalry 2. For their next project, they are proud to announce No More Room in Hell 2, the sequel to the 2011 award-winning Source mod. 8 players start separate in the dark, and it's up to you to find your friends and survive with permadeath. Here is the first look.
Said No Place Left in Hell 2. I don't think I've heard about the first one, but he says it's a source mod. It's very creepy. From the studio that does Chivalry, what a departure. Ew. Ooh, he's missing a chunk. I'm gonna bump up the volume during trailers, and then I'll lower it when we're chatting. Eight-player co-op is cool.
Coming this Halloween. Looks really, really intense. All right, to introduce our next game, please join me in welcoming someone who I've known for over a decade. She's been a huge fan of some of our reveals like Street Fighter 6 a few years ago, and of course, Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth last year when she was sitting in the audience. Well, this year, she's joining us on stage. We're thrilled to have her with us. Please welcome Curious Joy.
Thank you, Jeff. Hi, everyone. I am so excited to be here at Summer Game Fest. I'm here with you today to share some even more super fun trailers. So let's get straight to another world premiere. This is a
Luke,
highly
so did
anticipated
I.
game from a beloved franchise. Let's take a look.
As young witches and wizards, we all dream of soaring through the sky like our favorite heroes.
Oh, is this the Quidditch game?
When it comes to Quidditch, we've all wondered, do I have what it takes to be the next Quidditch
It's like a
star?
standalone Quidditch. Some people said this is the reason why Quidditch wasn't in Hogwarts Legacy.
To beat your toughest opponents? To keep your composure in the face of adversity? To chase your dreams at any price?
Could be fun.
To seek glory for your team? No challenge is too great. No dream is too big. So ask yourself, do you have what it takes? Do you have the heart of a Quidditch champion?
Yeah, we needed to see some actual gameplay. Okay. That was a very short shot of it, though. Quidditch champions. I wonder if they needed to put the Harry Potter name in front, or like everybody knows Quidditch, right?
That's Harry Potter Quidditch Champions
could've just been called
launching
Quidditch
worldwide
Champions.
on September 3rd for consoles and PC. Now we move from the Potterverse to a brand new world. It hails from a single developer, Gavin Eisenbeis, up in Seattle, who has been making games all by himself for a decade. His last title, Choo Choo Charles, was a fan
Oh,
favorite,
no.
and he showed
I know
me
about this.
next game a few months ago, and I really wanted to debut it here. Get ready to backstab, race, or cooperate with up to 20 of your friends in Cuff Bust.
What? Cuff bust? That looks cute. Are you attacking the police guards with spoons? Wow. You got to remind yourself this is a one-person developer, like what development team. It's pretty impressive. So random. Cuff busts. Okay.
That's a fun one, right? And remember, that's all made by one person. Congratulations, Gavin. So glad to have that on stage. All right, next, one of this year's most anticipated games is Star Wars Outlaws, coming out on August
That's high on my
30th
list.
from Ubisoft and Lucasfilm Games, the first open-world Star Wars game where you live the life of a scoundrel. On Monday at 12 p.m. Pacific, you'll get to see a full gameplay showcase
Ubisoft
during
Forward?
Ubisoft's Forward event, streaming as part of the continuing Summer Game Fest events. But right now, we've got an exclusive new glimpse at the game, just a small taste of what's to come.
A friend needs a little something stolen.
Let's raise the stakes, shall we?
Is there actual gambling in the game?
We should get moving.
I really like everything that I see in this game. Everything that's been shown up to this point. August 30
Eight
even.
guys spotted Lando there. So great. And by the way, I'm just noticing everything we're showing you so far, I think is going to be, coming out, this year, Cuff Bus. I'm not quite sure, but it's like, it's so cool that there's stuff that we're going to get to play in the next few months here. All right, well, moving back to smaller teams, a few weeks ago, I had a chance to play through this next game, and I have to say, it is really spectacular. Neva comes from Nomada Studio, the creators of the Game Award-winning game Grease. It chronicles the story of Alba, a woman bound to a curious wolf cub. Here's your first ever look at the gameplay.
Do you say Neva? Oh, from the creators of Gris? Brie? I don't remember how to pronounce it. Whoa, it looks very similar. If you haven't played Gris, definitely play it. Gris. Gris. I don't know how to pronounce it. I love these types of games. Right in the feels. Like I don't know why even a trailer can get me like teary-eyed. Oh wow, look at that thing in the background. I figured, Kaz, don't worry. Oh, it's got like some Ghibli-esque enemies. Oh, wow. Okay. I'm into this. Wow. Goosebumps. That's beautiful. insane. Definitely. And it's at
Trust me, that
2024.
game is such a true work of art, especially when we get into some of the combat. It is tons of fun to play. And there's much more coming later today in the Devolver Direct, which will air directly after the Day of the Devs on this same stream. So we got lots more for you.
Right, there's a whole
next,
bunch of
it's
events.
time
It's true.
For our next game announcement.
Study the past if you would define the future.
All are architects of fate, working in these walls of time.
Let us all for death prepare, or on the last great journey fare.
Let me not then die ingloriously and without a struggle.
Any guesses?
But let me first do some great thing that shall be told among men hereafter.
Each of us shall endure this world's life until the end.
Very cool transitions.
Your names shall not be lost.
So it shall be.
So it shall be.
Magistrate, aren't you into Civ?
Hello, everyone at Summer Game
Hey,
Fest.
Sid Meier.
On behalf of the Firaxis team, we are thrilled to finally announce that Civilization VII is coming day and date to PC and consoles next year. I'm in awe of the amazing team that has brought us to this moment, but we also have to thank you, our incredible fans around the world, for your overwhelming support of this franchise for over 30 years. We can't wait to share more, and we hope you'll join us later this summer for the full reveal of Civilization VII. In the meantime, stay civilized.
Ooh, wait, is this Wulong? It is. I feel like we haven't seen anything from this game in a long time. Black Myth Wukong. I remember when this game was first revealed, people had doubts whether it was running in real time. And then we found out that it was like this really, really small team. This is one of the best looking games of this generation so far. Anyway, I've been looking forward to seeing more from it. It's not my type of game, but you gotta acknowledge when something is just mind-blowing. They're gonna tell us this is running an engine or something. Like, it looks pre-rendered. Don't just make it a tease. Okay, it's a date. We have a date now. August 20th. Pre-order now. Yeah, I just like the previous trailer. I also have doubts that that's running an engine, but we'll see. Wait, what do you mean MetaQuest? Okay, it's a separate thing. It's like there's no way that's running on a MetaQuest. Asgard's Wrath. The name rings a bell. Why does it remind you of Planet of the Apes? Probably because the protagonist is like a monkey man. Monkey man.
Reaching heaven and returning with a gift. Stardust. But mankind was given more than it wished for. Not progress, but chaos.
Chaos.
Every new height brings a terrible fall. And yet hope still glimmers. Even in the depths of the unknown, like mayflies.
Ooh, a walking house.
We die to live again.
co-op shooter.
The smallest creatures show the greatest resilience.
I like the creep factor.
Wherever we remain standing, we stand together.
One's human and it's coming out like next month? What? I feel like I haven't heard of this.
What does greatness mean to you?
It's an ad for Game Pass. Oh, Samsung Gaming Hub. It's like cloud gaming, right? With a subscription. No console required. Yeah. Codemasters.
You faced Tyranids before.
Isn't it?
Only
No.
these past 2 days. Then there is much to learn.
Space Marine 2?
The numbers are endless.
Yeah.
I will take you all with me. Brothers, we fight!
Looks glorious. Is that really the best way to announce your date? September 9th. Did we know that? Maybe we already knew.
All right, welcome back to Summer
That was
Game
amazing,
Fest.
but I wish I saw more.
Developer guests joining us throughout the show, and I'm very excited to introduce our first guests. They are legendary creators who are working on a brand new fantasy RPG, Metaphor, slated to launch this October. Please welcome the director and art designer of Persona 3, 4, and 5, Katsura Hoshino and Shikanori Shojima.
The Persona block. Metaphor, is that a new franchise? Refantasio. The name sounds familiar. Maybe it was
ありがとうご
revealed
ざいます。
previously.
アトラスの橋野です。今日は副島さんと一緒にこのステージに立ててとても光栄に思ってます。
Thank you, everybody. It is a pleasure to be here. My name is Hashino, and I am the director of Metaphor. It is a pleasure to be here with Mr. Soejima.
When they said Metaphor, I thought it was
このゲームはね
MetaQuest 4.
アーキタイプという他のゲームでいうところのジョブですね。その姿に主人公たちが変身して明日の未来のために戦うというとても熱い RPG です。
This game is an RPG in which the party members transform into their jobs, which we call archetypes. These archetypes allow you to fight against your enemies.
アーキタイプは誰もが持つ不安と向き合うことによって覚醒する力です。すべてのアートワークは力強さとオリジナリティを意識して描いています。その総数は40種類以上にも及び、経験を積ませると一部のアーキタイプは進化することもできます。
Archetypes are the embodiment of power born from the will to face your fears and anxieties. We gave it our all to instill each and every archetype with a feeling of strength and uniqueness in each of their designs. In total, there will be more than 40 types of archetypes available in the game. These archetypes can gain experience and even evolve. Some of them can evolve into stronger versions.
メタファーはアトラスの RPG、我々が作ってきた RPG のノウハウをすべて結集させて作っています。とても大きなボリュームのゲームです。今日はこのアーキタイプをテーマにした最新のトレーラーをお持ちしました。ぜひご覧になってください。ありがとうございました。
So we are pouring all of our acquired expertise into this game to make it as exciting as possible. In fact, we've even brought our latest trailer today, which is centered around the topic of these archetypes. Thank you very much, and we hope you enjoy it.
It is said that we all have inherited heroic virtues deep within us. The reality is, we oppress, we fight. A great evil flows through this land. You have found a way to wield true magic. Many more protectors and followers will gather to your side. Remind people that the same powers lie dormant within them.
On guard!
You must acquire more archetypes and bring them together.
How's this? Gower! No holding back!
Now you've acquired a most interesting power. An archetype whose existence was only theoretical. You wield power now.
October 11th. I like when there's a date attached to the games.
Such an honor to have Hoshino and Shojima with us on stage. Thank you guys, and for that deep look at the archetypes, such stunning visual designs. Now we're going to jump into the Arkhamverse. Batman Arkham Shadow is a MetaQuest 3 exclusive VR game coming later this year. As Batman, you face a new threat, the mysterious Rat King and his cultish devotees. Here's your first look at the story trailer for Batman Arkham Shadow.
And it's supposed to be a sequel to Arkham Origins, is what people are saying. Could you imagine? Yeah, I know that it's exclusive. It'll come to other things eventually, I would hope.
There's a new darkness overtaking Gotham.
I'm pretty sure it's the same voice as the guy who voiced Batman in Arkham Origins.
The only light left is from the fire in the streets.
It is, right?
Shadows of rats on everything that was once good.
Did you guys play Arkham VR, by the way? If not, I recommend it. It's a really good time.
But they're not the only ones who can use it.
It's a pre-rendered trailer, though. Thanks, Luke. Yeah, the name wasn't coming back.
Nothing to destroy my city. How far will I go to destroy him?
Show us some gameplay. Fall 2024. Ah, there we go. At Gamescom. It's in a few months, isn't it?
When the bat falls, the rats rise.
I'm gonna predict that there's a decoy. Like, they always start with a villain, but that's not the main.
I am looking forward to heading back
Couldn't
to the
tell,
Arkhamverse.
Luke. I thought about that too.
Now, it is time to update fans on a legendary fighting game franchise. And that includes me. Because I have been a fan of this series ever since one of its first iteration and have been playing each one ever since. So, let's check it out.
She's cute. I like the way she talks. She seems happy to be on stage. Same as Jeff. He's such a fan of everything that he does, like in a good way. You feel the genuine excitement. I prefer that than having like a corporate suit coming on stage, you know? Street Fighter? Oh, Street Fighter like narrative, you think? What kind of game is it? Because, I mean, we just got Street Fighter 6, didn't we? Creepy. That's it? It's just like a still image. What was that? Zangief. No, that's not Zangief. That's, the name's not coming back. Just the guy with the red hat. M. Bison, thank you, Kaz. Wow, that was quick. Oh, year 2. Okay. It's just like extra content for Street Fighter. I for some reason I thought it was gonna be like a side scroller beat 'em up. What is this? Good music. The art style is very unique, very particular. It felt kind of blocky, but I think it's all intentional that it almost looks like 3D hand-drawn. It definitely screams indie game though. Hey Saturn, I just caught your message. Nice to see you in here. Are you streaming as well? Don't tell me you're like tuning in while you're also streaming. Roguelike co-op hack and slash. Tears of Metal. Writing it down. I've got a little list here on the side if you ever hear me like clacking on the keyboard. Oh, Dragon Ball. Right? From the first frame. He is streaming? What? Really? I just saw on Twitch that the Summer Game Fest, the official Twitch channel, has 150,000 viewers live right now. Isn't that crazy? Easy Allies has 1.7k. Kinda Funny has 1.9k. Maximilian has 41k. There are so many people tuning in for this event. Okay, Saturn. I thought Saturn was also streaming the Summer Game Fest. He's playing Destiny, I think. Based on the thumbnail. Sparking Zero, October 11th.
There you go, Internet. We got your release date for Sparking Zero, October 11th. Now we step into the world of Delta Force Hawk Ops, a free-to-play tactical shooter available to play on all platforms. Here's a look at their multiplayer FPS extraction mode.
Team.
Those were words.
We've got a new mission. Operation Lightning Strike. The situation at Zero Dam is now very serious, with conflicts escalating between Havoc Corps and Alsara Guard. It's time to take action. Objective: collect and decode the Mandelbrick, located at the tourist center at the southeast.
I get the impression this trailer is running at 60 FPS, which I like. Minor detail.
Swiftly and silently.
We're in position.
Looks like someone beat us to it. We need to pick up the pace.
Did you say this is a mobile game? Did I mishear? Captured on PC, it says. Why did I get that impression? I might have misheard.
That's all for mission briefing. The drill is over. Operation commences. Good luck.
Delta Force Hawk Ops.
But that is not all. The game's premium campaign mode, Black Hawk Down, is a reimagining of the original game that is also fully licensed to recreate moments from the award-winning Ridley Scott movie. Here is your world premiere first look at that gameplay.
They had to ask for permission to recreate moments from the movie. I guess to be able to use the name because it's a known property. It says available on all platforms. I just never heard of this game before.
cabinet. Over.
Get down! Get down! Enemy attack! Turn right! Enemy vehicles coming! Vehicle under attack!
And now, I have an update for you on Fatal Fury: City of the Wolves. For real this time.
Were they kidding before? What? It's not just me, but the sound sounds really muffled. Is that intentional? Strange choice of music. That effect was pretty cool. Whoever worked on that, good job. Just an ad for Dolby? Okay. Was that a monitor with an LED ring on the back to like diffuse the lights? Huh. I wonder. We've got a little ad block here. So far, I mean, what they started with, the Lego Horizon Adventures was like probably that one and Neva. Star Wars Outlaws, we didn't see too much new. Still high on my radar. Black Myth Wukong was just a tease. Space Marine 2 was a tease, like a just really short. Batman Arkham Shadows was a tease, so we're getting a lot of little short teases here. I'd say Neva and Lego Horizon, of everything that we've seen so far, probably my highlights. Cuff Bust could be fun with the right people. Yeah, I suppose. It's like a prison break game. I felt the characters were a bit like Minions. Minions or the Raving Rabbids. Kind of like silly, goofy characters that don't really say stuff. Gundam? Wow. Very elaborate meshes. I like the transition from 3D mesh to final render. It's cool. Did they forget to reveal the... Okay, mecha break.
We're back here at Summer Game Fest, and that was a look at Mecha Break with its immersive aerial and ground combat with lightning-fast maneuvers. Next, Jason Blum and his Blumhouse banner have become synonymous with incredible
Blumhouse
horror
games?
films over the years, like Get Out, Megan, and last year's Five Nights at Freddy's. Well, now Blumhouse is entering the video game world in a big way.
Right. I didn't think I had ever heard of Blumhouse games, so I guess that's the reveal. It's an announcement of a new studio. I thought the Ring video game or something.
Dark times await us. Vengeance
Yeah,
will
exactly,
take
Luke. I had the same reaction, but I guess they're entering the game market. Whoa! Hold on a sec. This can't be the same game. Oh, they've got like a lineup of games.
I cannot sleep. I cannot sleep. I must not sleep.
Sleep awake.
I am terrified to sleep. And I am scared to death to stay awake.
Don't worry, Viv. If any ghosts actually show up, I'll protect you.
Wow! Oh my God. Okay, so it's like they're a publisher and they're showing off the games by several different developers. That's the impression I'm getting.
The local police department asked me to help with a case. Why would they need a game designer? It should have some developer mode.
What?
Dark times await us.
Trippy. I don't know that any one of those really caught my eye, but it is cool that they're basically greenlighting all these projects. Or publishing, or distributing, or financing.
Please welcome Jason Blum, CEO and founder of Blumhouse, and Luis Blaine, creative lead at Blumhouse Games.
That's a cool appearance.
Hey guys, so we got ourselves a full slate there. That's incredible. So Jason, tell us a bit about why did you want to get into games like this? What are we doing?
Well, we've been very, very busy. I'm very happy to be here. Thank you for having us. Thank you guys all. Great to hear the fans out there. You'll all be very happy to know we're working at this very minute on the sequel of Five Nights at Freddy's. It's coming.
Really?
Don't
That was
worry.
quick.
Anyway, horror is, to my great relief, getting more and more popular. Our movies are working. It's working on streaming. It's working in live events. And we wanted to try and take our approach to movies and apply it to games. And that's what you see here. We're going to do independent
A sequel to
games.
FNAF.
We're going to look for creators
Friday
and give them a
Five Nights at
platform
Freddy.
and encourage these creators to be weird and subversive and find the most effed up, scariest things they can and put them into really cool games.
Well, they look great. It's a really diverse, cool slate. Luis, tell us a bit about, we saw a bunch of games there. What can you tell us about kind of the overall lineup of games?
Well, as you just saw from our slate, our horror games are a lot like Blumhouse movies. They come in many different flavors of fear, which means there's a horror game for
I like that,
everyone.
flavors
so
of fear.
Maybe you're a fan of nostalgic 90s experiences with a bit of a twist, intense first-person shooters, or maybe, Jeff, you just want some bonus murder in your otherwise very cozy farming sim.
Sure.
I think, you know, we as horror fans, we know that there are so many different subgenres to explore, and our independent development partners, they feel the same, and they're just as excited, which means we've got psychological nightmares, we have supernatural scares, we have cosmic horror, and our team has worked really hard to work with global, creative, talented partners, and that means for us that we really want to, as we're working in indie projects, which means that we can take risks. You know, we can be flexible, and really we can push the limits of what's possible in scary storytelling, and we're so excited.
Yeah, no, it looks awesome, all the stuff you have there. And I know, you know, we'll get into when games are coming out, but some of these are coming soon, Jason, right? We got a good slate.
Well, yeah, we're on PC and console, and yeah, we wanted to start with not just one, but we wanted to start with a few games. So you want to tell us about those?
Yeah, so Fear the Spotlight is our first release coming later this year, and it really hits our mission statement. It's an amazing 90s horror experience. It's got great characters, a compelling narrative. It's also super creepy, and I think people will be big fans of it, even if you're not normally into horror. And quickly, actually, Fear the Spotlight is getting its first trailer as part of the Day of the Dev showcase, so stay tuned after the show.
Directly after. Awesome. Well, I know this is just the start, so we'll probably be seeing you in future years with more from Blumhouse games. But guys, what do you think of the slate? Pretty amazing, right? What these guys are pulling on.
There's definitely
Jason,
variety
Lewis,
in there.
Thanks so much for being here on Summer Games.
Thank you, guys.
All right. And now here's the world premiere of a brand new Power Rangers game with a retro feel.
I would not have predicted that. Please. So what kind of game is it going to be? Oh, please tell me it's like Shredder's Revenge. Yo, what? Oh my god. Yo, it looks amazing. It's got the animation. Oh, this is my heart. Oh my god. The same way that Shredder's Revenge had that like animated intro. Oh, wow. It's like when 16-bit was trying to do 3D, you know, like on the SNES. It's so faithful. Like, it looks so good. It's super pixelated and, oh, Rita's Rewind. Incredible. Incredible. This just made it to my top 5. Like, easily. That was incredible. Oh my god, what a like emotional twist here. Music is very reminiscent of Life is Strange. It's giving me that kind of vibe. But the art style is very different. Right in the feels. I like these kind of games too. This one and Neva. Having an animal companion. What was that about? I didn't catch which studio it is. Okay, big passage of time here. Creepy. Okay, there's like a supernatural element. Dear and Boy. Very generic title, but I'm into it. Very cool.
What a beautiful game,
Yeah.
Dear and Boy, which comes from first-time developer Jason Houdet in Paris, who started that project alone in 2020 during the pandemic and now has a team of 8 helping him realize his vision with financial
Incredible.
aid from the French government. And games like that are why we do this show, giving first-time developers a chance to show you what they're working on. All right,
Beautiful.
next, after a long wait, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is arriving later this year. This is a first-person open-world action RPG from Warhorse Studios. Here is a brand new look.
The best laid plans of men don't always come to fruition. Man proposes, but God disposes. And then boots you right in the balls.
These
two young fellas. I need to find them. One's a smart-ass smith, and the other's a blue-blooded fledgling.
You behave like a spoilt brat. How dare you speak?
Ouch. Good facial performance though.
Praise be to our Lord Jesus Christ.
Our
That's
Father,
kind of catching me off
there are
guard.
many sinners in this world. But in the end, we all face your judgment for what we should have done, but lacked the courage to do.
The last time I ran away, I lost everything. I'm never gonna run from that fucker again.
Kiss our asses!
God, is this retribution for my sins?
To the task! Come on!
Is the whole game in first person? I wonder. Interesting. Seems to have a good narrative.
Next, we step into the dark mind of Silent Hill creator Keiichiro Toyama-san. Back in 2021, we announced his new game, Slitterhead, at the Game Awards, and now we're giving you a look at the gameplay from his independent, Tokyo-based studio.
That's right. That feels like so long ago. The trailer was super creepy. Well, it is the creator of Silent Hill. But I remember like that trailer was... I remember like characters' faces like splitting open and just like very, very creepy. But we couldn't tell what kind of game it was. Like, detective or shooter or... Ooh. Ooh. Nope. Nope. Something tells me that Wolverine would be very into this game. That's a trippy element. Possession? Not like these. Oh, that is off-putting. What? Ooh, Casabella, good call. I loved Prototype. Yeah. The flashy red lines, the weapons that grow out of his arms and stuff. Oh, that was trippy. Wow. Casabella, that did not come to mind, but that's a really good call. There are some similarities there. You could possess animals too, not just humans. Slitterhead. I think the first trailer... I guess the first trailer was more like world building. What is this? The bean? Like the coffee bean? This is like an old animation from the early 2000s. What? I agree with Casabella. Prototype was an underrated game.
That's what I call a dramatic entrance.
Killer Bean?
There's a reason
Magistrate,
why I'm
you know
called
this?
Killer Bean.
Oh my god.
It's because I'm good at what I do. Really.
Some wanted bullet nonsense.
Good.
This is ridiculous.
I used to be an assassin for the Shadow Agency. An international organization powerful enough to shape the world. Until they lied to me and tried to kill me. Now, I'm gonna destroy them.
You're
the gosh darn idiot who wants to take down the Shadow Agency. Well, it is sure nice to meet you. Before you die.
Even this doesn't look like actual gameplay. It looks like pre-rendered cutscenes. Because occasionally we get some third-person fighting, and then we get back into first-person. Unless the game is both.
They made me who I am, and I will make them pay for it.
What? Summer 2024? How? What? I'm so confused.
Glad you liked that one. That was Killer Bean, a third-person roguelike shooter made by another single developer.
Oh my
God.
God.
Right here in Los Angeles,
How?
Jeff Liu, who previously worked as an animator on movies like The Matrix Reloaded. So fun. It's amazing what can happen in this industry. All right, to introduce their brand new game, please welcome from the Game Bakers, a small independent studio in Montpellier, France, Audrey Laprince and Emmerich Toa.
Hello, Jeff, everyone. I'm very happy to be here. When we created our studio, Emmerich and I, we promised each other to always come up with something new. So after Fury and Haven, we're here to introduce our new game, Cairn, a survival climber. When I was a teenager, my dad prepared an expedition to Mount K2, but half of his team didn't come back.
Wow.
And I've always wondered, why do alpinists risk their lives in such extreme conditions? This is something we wanted to explore in Cairn.
Cairn is a game about what it takes to go beyond your limits. You climb a mountain to reach a summit never reached before. And the climbing gameplay is the challenge. It's very intense and realistic. It's a face-off between you and the mountain. And what you're going to see in the trailer is not from cutscenes. It's the actual climbing gameplay.
I like to hear that.
You can see more later today during Day of the Devs, but now let's have a look.
I missed out on Jusant, which was a climbing game by Don't Nod. I really wanted to play that. Oh, the limbs are very poppy. You can see the elbow is like snapping and the knee is... It's reminding me of Quap. Do you guys know Quap? Oh, Jesus. That looks frustrating. These suspended tents always freak me out. Like, if you've ever seen how climbers actually just sleep on the side of a mountain. Wild. There has to be more to the game than just climbing, right? Yeah, the payoff must be the landscapes. C-A-I-R-N, Cairn. When she was saying the name of the project, I couldn't quite figure out what it was. Annapurna. I do like Annapurna Studios.
I'm not meant to be here. I'm a fighter. I'm meant to be in the arena, in combat. But instead, I'm out here in the middle of the woods, running a tea shop. So, what does running a tea shop involve? Well, there's a lot of gardening, and I've had to get used to the pretty unique tea machine they've got here. None of these tasks are all that hard, they just take patience. And I'm not really the patient type, but I'm surviving. Of course, I have to actually serve the tea to our customers. And once that's done, I'll usually check in with Boro, the guy who owns the shop, to see if my help is needed anywhere. And when all the chores are done, Sometimes I'll just sit on a bench and do absolutely nothing. It's not fighting, but it's peaceful. And what's weird is that I actually feel good. I'm happy. I can stop running now. I can stop. I can stop. I can stop running. This is good for me. I need to enjoy this. I feel good. I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm happy.
Oh, wow. Like a panic attack. Her PTSD from her past. Interesting. I felt that there had to be a hook. Everything was just too jolly and interesting.
That was Wonder Stop, the announcement of the next game from Davey Redden, the creator of the Stanley Parable. I sense there's a twist coming, as you would expect from him in Ivy Road.
There you
Cannot
go.
Wait to play that. All right, now here's a look at the story trailer for Unknown 9 Awakening, a narrative action-adventure game that tells the story
From Reflector?
of Haruna, a young woman born with the ability to venture into the fold, a dimension that overlaps our own.
Turn your thoughts inward and focus on your shade. Do you feel it?
I do.
Been waiting to see this for a long
Your
time.
progress is impressive lately, Haruna.
These are incredible.
They called themselves the Sahin. 9 among them were chosen and shielded from death.
The Unknown 9. Does this have anything to do with why Vincent is here?
Humanity has lived for eons at the mercy of the 9. It's time we took control of our own destiny.
Why are you so interested in Vincent, anyhow?
He killed someone I loved.
Remember stepping. Find your target and bridge the gap.
You don't belong here.
You're wrong. This is exactly where I'm meant to be.
Reminds me of early Uncharted days. Like visually, the storytelling, the performances.
The Fold is a strange place.
Vincent found something down there.
Session.
Fall 2024. Wow.
Hey! How about we see the world together?
I finally have something. Something that I want to protect.
Now steal your heart. Adventure starts.
Capcom ad block. Resident Evil 4, 25% off. We were just talking about that earlier. Street Fighter 6, 50%. Looking at all the games we've seen so far, I do think that Unknown 9 piques my curiosity.
Delusion taken form walks into my great hall. Feel honored to fight a legend. On guard.
So what do you think Jeff Keighley is keeping for the second half? It's already been, we've passed the halfway mark, right? Yeah. This is making me think of Lies of P. Do you guys think we're going to see anything for Lies of P 2? Has there even been DLC for Lies of P? I'm haven't been keeping up to date on that. Ooh. He just ripped the mask off the other guy. I hope to see the DLC for Lies of P more than the sequel. Oh, interesting. Enotria, the last song.
All right, we're back here live for more Summer Game Fest. The First Descendant, powered by Unreal Engine 5, is a next-gen looter shooter with dynamic cooperative gameplay, including a grappling hook mechanic. It is finally set for release, and we're very happy here to debut the new trailer and the reveal of the release date.
Casabella, so you've seen the demo played for that a few weeks ago? We're talking about the First Descendant or Enotria? This is pretty. Gotcha, gotcha. Great lighting. Something tells me we've seen this game maybe a year ago. Probably Summer Game Fest, maybe the Game Awards actually. The First Descendant. It's a great trailer, but what kind of game is it? He said looter shooter. Fantastic editing. I love it. Great character models, cool designs, amazing environments. He did mention the hook shot. Seems like it's a big deal if he had to call it out. Hero pose, hero landing. What is going on? Seems like there's a lot going on in this. That's very soon. Wow.
That looks awesome. The First Descendant will be available across
what's the game?
PlayStation, Xbox, and Steam.
It's coming out soon.
Now and prepare for the release on July 2nd. And now, please welcome two developers whose hit indie game Among Us
Wolverine.
took the world by storm in a
Among
couple
Us?
game awards. From Inner Sloth, here are Victoria Tran and Forrest Willard.
Victoria, yeah. She's big on Twitter.
What's up, gamers?
Can you believe they just let us be on this stage? Like, no chaperones. Like,
I know. Can we announce something totally fake? Do you think they'll let us do that?
Among Us 2? Among Us 3? 4? Oh, all right. Well, turns out we actually have something very real we wanted to present to you all today. There's been so many great indie games in recent years, but it's also been no secret that it's kind of a rough time in the industry. Some devs don't really get the chance they deserve, so we thought we could help out a little bit. That's why we're excited to announce our side project, Outer Sloth, an indie game fund we made that offers the kind of deals we would have wanted back in our less popular Among E days.
This is our way of saying thank you to our crewmates, players, peers, by helping some games and devs have the funding and freedom needed to ship their games. And then we all get to play them, which was the real plan. I really want games. Outer Sloth is our passion project and dream for a better, more sustainable industry. We are really excited and incredibly nervous
PSI.
to reveal it here and show you the current lineup of games we've managed to fund
I'm mixed.
because of you.
I'll recap
And
a couple
don't
of things
worry,
in a
Jeff,
minute.
It has your favorite, a ton of world premieres. Enjoy!
So this is like a publishing house for indie games is what I'm getting. They want to give back. Yeah, exactly. They can help fund other indie projects as investors.
Hi, I'm Ian from ShapeShot. And you may already be playing our first game, Mars First Logistics.
This was beautiful. I remember seeing this.
We're Trinket Studios, creators of Battle Chef Brigade, and this is our card battler RPG,
Never seen
Battle
this.
Suit Aces.
Yeah, I expect they're going to show a lot of
Studio
games.
Any percent, and we're making the Marsfield Archives, a game about building and exploring connections.
Hi, we're Midnight Munches. We just released
Lots
the
of
demo
indie
for
games,
one-button
PSI,
bosses,
yeah.
Our boss rush game with a single button to press and a ton of bosses to beat.
Hey, I'm Husband, game director at Huscrofts, and this is Rogue Eclipse, our epic spaceflight action roguelike, where you'll have to customize and master your starfighter, take on merciless armadas, and vanquish a fleet of colossal super destroyers.
Yeah. The
And
variety
we do
is
have one more
huge,
game
PSI.
That's very early in development.
Hi, I'm Eka, creative director of Outer Loop Games, makers of Thirsty Suitors and Falcon Age. In our new game, explore the world in an upgradable
Wow.
mech and cook up tasty dishes for local communities. Fight off corpos, discover
No
new
way.
Dosa recipes, and reunite with your strange loved ones for
That's
one
beautiful.
last meal. Project Dosa is a game about life, death, love, and food for the soul.
That's so cool. Very nice.
Thanks, Victoria and Forrest. Those all look fantastic, and I cannot wait to play them. But all of those amazing indie games aren't the only thing coming out of Inner Sloth. Did you know that there's going to be an Among Us TV show?
Really? Oh yeah, I did hear
Sounds
about
like
that.
you
The
did.
cast is
Yes,
crazy.
There's going to be an Among Us TV show. Check out this sneak peek.
I remember seeing the lineup, the cast for Among Us. It's ridiculous. Kind of like when they announced the Mario movie. What in tarnation, Magistrate says. They're not going to throw in any of the voices? I know they're generally mute in the game, but if you look up the cast that's been announced, definitely look it up. Maybe they haven't even started recording voices. Now that I think, there you go. Patton Oswalt, Elijah Wood, Randall Park. Oh, I barely got around to reading the others. It's crazy.
Up next, we have Sonic X Shadow Generations.
Yes. What was that, Sonic?
A definitive greatest hit collection of 3D and 2D levels from Sonic and Shadow's history. Now it's time for a glimpse of Shadow's brand new powers and gameplay from a standalone campaign, as well as the official release date announcement.
I'll overcome every obstacle with this power.
Okay.
The Year of Shadow, right?
Wolverine.
Movie coming in
Reading my
December
thoughts.
too. Exciting stuff. All right. In the upcoming online survival game,
Hmm.
Dune Awakening from Funcom, there is one small decision that unleashed a chain of events which set the stage for the story the player will experience. Let's find out for the first time what that is.
Why do I get the impression that this game came out?
The only peace I find is a future that never happened.
Maybe it was like an early access or something? Or maybe I'm completely mistaken.
One where I, Paul Atreides, was never born. created the future. Until it created me.
Time shenanigans?
But I see a narrow way. A path that might have been.
Lisan al-Gaib.
What if my mother had obeyed her orders and given birth to a girl? Everything would change. Dr. Yue exposed before his betrayal. A world where my father lives. House Atreides surviving the Battle of Arrakeen. Sardaukar deployed to protect the spice melange. A war of assassins spreading across the planet. Fremen exterminated. No Muad'Dib. No Lisan al-Gaib.
He said the thing.
Kwisatz Haderach. All of my visions lead to horror. Except for this one. This one leads to you.
Good tagline. It's an MMO? Oh.
More Dune Awakening coming at Gamescom ONL in August. Now it is time to see the announcement of another new game from a brand new development studio.
It's funny how some trailers hook you on the first 2 seconds of a trailer. Combination of art style and music to make a good trailer. But the trend for this show so far is that it's a lot of marketing shots. It's very light on gameplay. But he did say a few times we'll get to see more at different events like Ubisoft Forward and Gamescom. Yeah, Magistrate, same here. I thought we were getting ready for like some single player, maybe open worlds, but like narrative game. MMO was not what I expected. Battle Aces, cool. Well, that looked like an anime. That didn't look like a video game.
About Battle Aces and show you the gameplay. Here's David Kim
there it is.
From Uncapped Games.
More of this.
So Battle Aces is the RTS game for everyone.
RTS.
It's for players that are brand new to RTS as well as RTS veterans. We really want to bring the core fun of RTS to everybody, kind of like how games such as World of Warcraft did for MMOs or Hearthstone did for card games. So Battle Aces is an
Casabella Astrobot is very high on my radar.
army game that has a high
I just love a good
emphasis on the
platformer.
strategy. We want to bring this type of very specific RTS fun to players in
Casabella,
two
that was
major
like the
ways.
highlight for me at
First,
the
we
State
want
of Play.
To amplify both the in
Concord
and out-of-game strategizing
seems interesting,
through
but as soon as
Unitex.
you see the
And what
gameplay, you're
makes
just
Unitex
like
very cool
kind of
is
deflated
not
the
only
excitement.
will players be able to define the exact way that they wish to play, but also players will be able to experience an endless possibility of strategy.
Yeah, I can't wait to get a PS5 to play
We want
Astro's
to
Playroom.
eliminate
PSI.
the tedious clicks required
Wolverine, yes, Wolverine gameplay. How did I not come up with that? We're talking about like what do we anticipate? Wolverine, I think top of my list for this show is a Power Rangers game in the style of Shredder's Revenge, in the TMNT Shredder's Revenge. That was my biggest reaction so far.
Make sure to visit our website at playbattleaces.com. Thank you.
Sorry, I didn't quite listen to
Thank
what he
you,
was saying.
David. That was
It's
fantastic.
not my
All
cup of
right.
tea.
Our next premiere unveils the exciting new destination for a game that Shadow dropped at the Game Awards last year, the Finals, with its unparalleled destruction wrapped
So,
in the
like,
world's
year
most
2 of the
deadly
Finals?
game show. Now, after dozens of updates and 2 seasons, we're unveiling where contestants will be going in the all-new season starting next week on June 13th. Sharpen your katanas and welcome to Season 3 of the Finals.
Casabella, I like that idea. We could definitely do a co-op stream. No expectations, PSI? I was saying The Last Ronin. I would love to see a tease or something. I know it's a bit early because it just started development. And Hollow Knight Silk Song, of course. Every year we keep saying the same thing. It's been 5 years since it was last shown. This is pretty. There's just so many hero shooters, and I wouldn't even know where to start. The finals was, of all the games in this genre, this one caught my attention. Looks really nice. I think Akumeister said he played this game. Season 3, June 13.
The finals in Kyoto. All right. Please welcome multiple Game Awards winner and a dazzling Game Awards performer, if I do say so myself, Sam Lake from Remedy.
Sam Lake. Please, a tease for Control 2? It's too early, isn't it? What a guy. What a character. The performance at the Game Awards was so good.
I think that's enough. Thank you. Hi. You see, this
I love
is
this
now
guy.
the only way
Could be Max Payne
they
trilogy.
let me come on stage to tell you something exciting news about Alan Wake 2.
Oh, it could be DLC.
Many of you have been posting your Remedy game collection pictures on your shelves with Alan Wake 2 so far digital only.
Oh,
sadly missing.
physical.
Well,
Wolverine, Max Payne is based on
excited
him.
to announce physical deluxe
In case you didn't know,
editions
there's a lot of pictures of like the original concept art of Max
physical
Payne that was essentially him.
collector's
It's Sam Lake.
editions
Yeah,
for
exactly.
Alan Wake 2 coming this fall. You can lock in your copy starting tomorrow.
So physical
Next,
copies.
We promised you some expansion content for
Okay.
Alan Wake 2, right?
So it'd be like complete
I'm
edition.
thrilled to introduce you all to Night Springs. It contains 3 episodes with 3 familiar, fan-favorite, playable characters in mysterious, terrifying, and quirky what-if scenarios.
PSI
Was
Moon Knight
a
game. I'm
chance
gonna read your
for us
paragraph
to
in a sec.
Really go out there, as if we already didn't. Night Springs will be playable in less than 24 hours.
That's cool. Shadow drop.
Tomorrow. Thank you. Now, with this world premiere, I invite you
Teaser?
to step into Night Springs.
He's such a presence on stage. I love it.
Night Springs, a special place, a shifting space, existing in a countless number of parallel realities. Different every time we set upon the road that leads us there, and yet always familiar to us. In Night Springs.
He's like the Twilight Zone.
I'm in danger. Please, my #1 fan. You're the only one who can save me.
And I
What?
will come back for you, my love.
Oh. Is that the guy from Quantum Break?
I'm really happy.
This is gonna get strange.
I was the only one who could save the writer and the very soul of literature.
What is happening? Jesse Faden, right? I was trying to remember her name. Jesse Faden from Control. Try the coffee.
Well, I gotta. Wait, that's a real shotgun?
Why did I think that was Keanu Reeves for a
Never
second?
truly know how deep the rabbit hole goes in Night Springs.
June 8th? Yep.
Through the endless tides of time, they've come to these mythical shores, seeking mastery over death itself.
The music.
Beautiful paradise, where primal forces clash over the island's deepest secrets. ancient mysteries awaken.
Where is my mind, right? I was trying to identify the song. I knew I recognized it.
And demons are born.
The Pixies. Yeah, good call, Wolverine.
This is Eternum.
That's right, New World Eternum will launch on PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC on October 15th. And now you can play the game start to finish as a solo player or play co-op and use crossplay as well. If you're watching SGF on TikTok Live right now, you can comment HSR in the chat to claim a special in-game bundle for Honkai Star Rail of Stellar Jade from TikTok Game Rewards. And speaking of Honkai Star Rail, Hoyoverse's latest space fantasy RPG just concluded its version 2.3 special program a few hours ago. But there's more. A sneak peek at the upcoming expedition featuring a beloved character who is clearly ready for the forthcoming journey with her brand new look.
Speaking of Wolverine, seen X-Men 97. I watched the first 3 episodes, and then I got carried away with other stuff, and I forgot to return. But thanks for the reminder, PSI. I would definitely love to go back. PSI wrote a message earlier. I just finished my Jed McKay comic run of Moon Knight. The last issues is the last days of Moon Knight. Because sure, let's kill off Moon Knight after showing Moon Knight to the world thanks to the MCU. Like every comic book, they always find a way to bring them back, right? Unless you feel it's definitive. Luke says, had to step away for a second. I'm back. Did I miss anything? Nothing that I marked as particularly special. There was the Among Us TV series, Sonic Cross Shadows Generations, Dune Awakening, Battle Aces, The Finals, Alan Wake Night Springs expansion, and New World Eternum. So that's what I've got written down so far. Anything that sounds interesting to you, Luke? What was before all those things? Unknown 9 caught my attention.
Because in the end, we will wake from our
Oh yeah, John's gonna have to return to Alan Wake. Yeah, definitely. I was hoping for some tease of the Control 2, but it might be too early. Or the Max Payne trilogy. I'm really looking for. It's not trilogy actually, isn't it? It's just 1 and 2. Max Payne 1 and 2 remake. Because 3 was a different studio, so I don't know that it's included in there. Also, X-Men 97 Season 1 is finished, so you can get back to finishing all of it. Yeah, PSI. I think that's the thing, is that they were releasing weekly, and I lost track. But I would definitely go back and rewatch. I really liked what I was seeing. I watched it originally, but honestly, I didn't have as much nostalgia for that series compared to like Power Rangers or TMNT from my childhood. And I think I enjoyed the Spider-Man animated series more. It was around the same time as X-Men 97, so there's rumors, or I don't know if it's just, maybe it's not even rumors, maybe it's what people would want, but for them to do Spider-Man 97, like basically continue the series of Spider-Man in that same animation style. You didn't grow up with the show, but you still enjoy the X-Men 97? This looks like an expansion for Skyrim or something. What am I looking at? Unless the game is meant to look like Skyrim. Dark and darker? Okay. I'm obligated to write it down because I'm writing down everything that's announced.
There you have it, the unforgiving fantasy FPS dungeon PvPvE adventure.
Those are
Dark
words.
And Darker is now live on both Steam and Epic Games Store today. So play it this weekend. All right. Lots of fans are joining us here in person at the YouTube Theater, and we thank you for that. And ahead of the show, 4
It's like right on top of
fans
me.
were upgraded to our VIP section thanks to the Discover Orange Ticket upgrade. With Discover, you don't have to be a VIP.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Treated
PSI.
like one. All right, now
3
here's
out
the
of 10.
announcement of the release date for Capcom's upcoming Kunitsugami Path of the Goddess.
Path of the Goddess. Honestly, there's very little in the second half of the show that's for me. So far. Some people are talking about Death Stranding or other Kojima projects because every Summer Game Fest he always reserves like a big time slot for Kojima. What do you think of Madeline Pryor, aka the Goblin Queen? I might be missing something here, PSI. Those words don't sound familiar to me. Is that maybe I'm not even in that episode yet? Is it possible? July 19th. So maybe I didn't even make it to episode 3. Maybe I'm in episode 2. Is it possible? Wow, Luke, congrats. He says, I just completed Resident Evil 2 hardcore mode with Claire A with an S rank and got all the main game achievements and records. Yeah, okay, PSI, the Magneto trial is what I saw. So maybe I didn't even get it to episode 3. Congrats, Luke, that's amazing. Hyperlight Breaker. That is a cool looking game. I'm not familiar with Hyperlight. Animal, what is it called? Party Animals? Crap, why am I blanking on the name? I always wanted to return to this. Superpowers. Powers. Look at the porcupine. Oh, this game makes me happy. Yes, Casabella. Crossplay would be fantastic. Is that Uno? Mario Kart? No mention of crossplay. Bummer. What is this?
We know you may have heard the stories about the fine people here at MCorp, so we wanted to take this time to dispel.
I think you should leave. If you guys never watched that, get on it.
Allegations, and reassure you that things here at MCorp and the city of San Amsterdam have never been better. Things are going great here. We have absolutely nothing to hide from the citizens. Everybody here at MCorp loves this town. We think this town rules.
He's so
Why would we
weird.
hear a town that rules? I can't stop thinking about how you're saying we're selling the city for scraps. That makes me sick.
I love this
That
guy.
makes my whole family sick to their stomachs. My wife hasn't been on the toilet for weeks.
Why are they
because of
shredding
what you're saying
everything?
about what MCorp's doing to this town, all those lies. Everyone in MCorp is really good.
Stop crying, all right? This is business. Look around, pal. This is how businesses are run. Now, you should have known that when you were hired on, okay? Jack, tissues. Come on, pal.
Wow. I want him to be in the game.
That's a father and son. That's actually a home issue. We love it here at MCorp.
Oh my
and
God.
we are not going anywhere. We'll be here a long time.
What even is this? This feels like something out of the Devolver Digitals. What was that?
All right, welcome back to
I'm so
Summer Game
confused.
Fest, and now let's head to Sam Vansterdam for a new look
What
at
was that?
Skate from EA.
Hey, Jeff, how you doing, bud? Oh, crap.
Skate?
Some really bad stuff's happening out there. They're gonna need a lot of help cleaning that up. That's bad.
Oh, it's tied with Skate. Okay, okay. Nice. Nice. It's crazy that the remake of Tony Hawk got such success and then that's it. They won't make more. I wonder what the story was. Like, why? Because there was talk of making more Tony Hawk remakes or even bringing back the franchise. Interesting. What was the whole M Corp thing? It's so weird.
Very exciting that people will finally be able to play Skate on console in the near future. Our next world premiere is an indie sensation from Japan that is adorable, deadly, and has over 25 million players worldwide.
Mm-hmm.
That's right, I'm talking about Power World.
Yep.
I mean, just look at the giant depresso. Cheer up, buddy. It's Summer Game Fest. Now, here's the first major update announcement. A whole new island is coming.
Pokepal. I haven't gotten into this. I was really on the fence. I wanted to see the reactions. And did you guys see the numbers like take a nosedive after like a month? Like the number of players, I mean. Like it went viral. People were super into it. And I think there wasn't enough content to keep people coming back. Or the novelty wore off pretty quickly. Just looking at my list, how many things were announced in this show, it's insane. It's like, no wonder we can't dive into any one game. There's just so much revealed. And I only have 5 highlights that I marked so far. Like, I tagged the things that are like really sparked my interest.
That was high on the Steam charts. Congrats to Power World on the new update. Next up, we've got a big announcement from Valorant. Here's Andy Ho and Anar Gilfison.
What was the full title for Hyperlate? It was Hyperlate Breaker. Kazabella.
Thanks,
and
Jeff.
Updates to Valorant.
Hey, everyone. Since 2020, we have been fortunate to serve players in their pursuit of what we call the Valorant moment. The big plays and clutches you make while all eyes are on you.
Millions of players all over the world have earned their own Valorant moments on
spoof
PC.
of The Office. I missed that message.
Today, the
Definitely
stage
felt
is
like
set
that.
to welcome a whole new group of players. Let's take a look.
Target down.
PSI, you're into this? Cool. Have you tried Marvel Rivals? Wait, I'm trying to remember. Were you the one who was like on the early access? On the closed beta? I remember tuning into somebody's stream. I think it might have been Teddy, actually. No, I didn't get the early access key. Right. Yeah, I think it was pretty difficult to get that right for Marvel Rivals. a cool trailer. I like the editing. Coming to console, so that's the announcement.
That was Valorant's core tactical gameplay. Everything you just saw was captured on console and with a controller. Valorant is coming to PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S this year. Our limited beta starts June 14th, and you can sign up right now at beta.playvalorant.com.
We are so excited for your input to make sure that Valorant plays great on console. And we hope to see you soon in the limited beta. But before we go, here's the head of Valorant Studio, Anna Donlin.
Thanks, guys. Hey, everyone. One of my favorite things about Valorant has been seeing the community build the game and the sport right along with us. For the last 4 years, we have been on the most amazing journey, bringing Valorant to players all around
Graphics look
the
more
world.
HD.
Most recently
It
to
did look
China,
beautiful.
where
Anyone
currently
thirsty?
Valorant Masters, one of our largest
Julia.
global tournaments and community celebrations. Seeing the community evolve as new players bring their passion and expression to Valorant has been the biggest joy of the ride so far. And now we are ready and so excited to welcome a whole new group of players onto new platforms. We hope you'll join us, and we can't wait to see where you take us next.
Casabella typing in the chat. Is something wrong with the redeems? We don't want to ruin the experience. You guys are funny. Thank you, thank you. I get the impression my stream is gonna get muted for all these like licensed music tracks. And esports might as well take place on a different planet. I'm so I'm so disconnected from it. Like competitive shooters and
exciting to have Riot on console with Valorant. Thanks to the team at Riot for sharing that with us here at
good.
Our next
I
announcement
know.
is
I'd
a
rather
big deal
not.
from our friends at DoorDash. 5 weeks of deals with Summer of Dash Pass. Sign up for Dash Pass now for $0 delivery fees and get 50% off your next DoorDash order.
I'm actually surprised there hasn't been so much merch promotions. Not merch, but like these types of ads.
Who is also an amazing voice actor.
Hey, Young
Who's been in
Yeah.
countless games such as Like a Dragon and God of War Ragnarok. Well, next week, Young is going to be voicing a character in a movie, Inside Out 2, where he plays a fictional video game character.
No way.
Lance Slashblade. And we've got your exclusive.
That's so cool. I've been following his channel for so long.
Welcome to your eternal fate.
Lance Slashblade? But he's a video game character. Why is he here?
Yeah, I always thought Riley had a secret crush on him.
I never saw the appeal.
I long to be a hero.
It's so good.
Haunts my past. I'm in 100%. We were all banished here, deemed unfit.
It's so cool. It looks like a PS2 character.
You do not deserve to be thrown away.
1 second, Lance. Don't you remember his power move?
I'm coming for you, Riley! Oh, yeah? Watch this! Come on! No one is totally worthless.
But I am a warrior cursed with a feeble attack.
Then you must make your
He's a really good
curse
voice actor.
your gift.
Shield yourself, my friends, for I shall set you all free!
The #1 gaming monitor brand
All right,
in the
I'm
US,
sold.
Samsung just released new 2024 monitors for gaming, work, and entertainment.
I was already planning to go see Inside Out.
$300 Samsung credit when you purchase through June 17th, plus a chance to win $5,000 Samsung credit for U.S. residents.
Summer Game Fest 2024! more! Look at all of you cooped up watching video game announcements. And yes, Chicken does look a lot like Ken Jeong. And today, Chicken is excited to share a new game that
Wow.
Chicken and Chicken's buddies are in called Squad Busters. You fight
You guys know that
monsters,
Ken Jeong
collect
used to
lots of
has like a
shiny
PhD,
things,
or at least
and
had
Chicken
like
has a big role.
he had a
That's
medical
all that
PhD
matters.
and he became an actor, and now this is what he's doing.
Squad up.
I love that. Super funny. PSI Inside Out, yeah. I think I've only seen it once because of how emotional it was, and I never got around to watching it again. But I'm planning to rewatch it again before seeing the sequel.
We're here to make your life more fun.
I'm fine. I drink
Was that?
right out of the carton.
I don't think you know the definition of fun.
Wow.
Get up.
I am
What the heck?
down, so.
Look at all these actors.
Get out of the bed.
Tell me about yourself. I think I'm an excellent candidate for the job because
Is that Chris Hemsworth? It is.
He's one of the most equitable people I've ever met.
And Will Arnett and
Also, I pillaged a few villages. I'm not a lawyer.
Christina Ricci from Casper, right? What a weird ad.
Which is why you'll have the job.
Congratulations. What's the parking like?
There's more where that came from. Oh, I hope not. Guys, maybe everything isn't a squad activity.
You can definitely.
Just relax your bowels, your mind.
Papa Roach. What is happening? This is too long.
Look at these clowns.
You call this
Oh, Nickelback, not Papa Roach. Sorry. Good call, Kaz.
Pathetic.
Pasta. Jinx. 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 No, you Jinx. You supposed to be a lumberjack? Hey, you wouldn't happen to want to go chop some trees, would you?
I'd be delighted.
I think our job here is done.
Where are you going? You can't leave.
Aye. We ain't never leaving you. Good boy.
Here. I came from.
How much money do these mobile games make to be able to afford these types of ads? It's insane.
You want me to shut the door, or?
It just highlights how hooked players get to these games. Squad Busters.
What?
It's like he takes his squad everywhere with him.
Please join me in welcoming to the SGF stage Monster Hunter series producer, Mr. Ryozo Tujimoto.
Yeah, let's just like pretend that didn't happen. Let's just move on.
今日はですね、モンスターハンターワイルズの、最新の映像を持ってまいりました。今回ですね、はですね、後半にですね、完全新規で、今回初お披露目の大型のモンスターも出てきてますので、そちらも注目していただけたらと思います。
Monster Hunter Wilds,
Hello,
PSI.
We
That's what you're
prepared
into.
a very special trailer today for Summer Game Fest. I want everyone to be on the lookout for a very mysterious large monster near the end of the trailer, as it's an important monster within the game.
はい、本作ではですね、没入感とアクション、こちらの融合を目指して開発を進めております。モンスターハンターワイルズは2025年にプレイステーション5、Xbox シリーズ XS、そして PC で同時発売となります。また今回はですね、プラットフォームの垣根を越えて一緒に遊ぶことができますので、そちらも楽しんでいただけたらと思っています。
As you'll see, we're working to deliver a gaming experience that merges immersion and action. I hope players look forward to playing with their friends
Merges
across different
immersion.
platforms
That's
when
not
the
easy
game
to say.
launches simultaneously in 2025 on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC.
はい、最後になりますが、8月に行われるゲームズコンのオープニングナイトライブ、こちらの方でも新しい映像を持っていきますので、皆さん楽しみにしていただけたらと思っております。またですね、ゲームズコンではですね、初のプレイヤブルの できるような形で出展も考えておりますので、そちらもぜひ楽しみにしていただけたらと思っています。
Lastly, there will be a new trailer for Monster Hunter Wilds at Opening Night Live at Gamescom in August. And our first
Okay, so it's in
public
August. I was wondering when
hands-on
Gamescom
demo
was.
of Monster Hunter Wilds will also debut at Gamescom. Thank you.
PSI, is Nintendo here? I don't think there's been anything specific to Nintendo yet. Or actually, I could just check my list. No, there's definitely nothing specific to Nintendo. There was a new trailer for Batman Arkham Shadows, exclusive to the MetaQuest. It was cool, but again, no gameplay. We had a teaser, we had a trailer, and now I'm just kind of waiting to see what the game actually looks like. I don't. I'm just bringing that up because I'm looking at the list. It has nothing to do with Nintendo.
Watch out for that glove.
I'm happy to actually see some gameplay. I know I've been complaining about that a lot of like pre-rendered stuff and just teasers so far. Ooh, PSI says, you mean Moon Knight ripoff? Shots fired.
As I feared, it picked up our scent.
I'll handle it. You find someplace safe.
Capcom always delivers when it comes to gameplay. Yeah. Ugh. We did see some gameplay for Slitterhead, but that game was announced a while back, so it's just a follow-up.
Don't worry, the hunter is
Good
here.
character models.
Just watch. You will see what hunting is all about.
Kazabella says we saw gameplay for Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. That was fantastic. Yeah, it was like mixed with some like animated style intro, but also some gameplay.
Gamescom in August. Now, during last year's PlayStation Showcase, the game Phantom Blade Zero from S-Game wowed us all with its blazing fast combat and stylish art. Well, I'm honored to share with you the brand new trailer for the game featuring all real gameplay. Here's our final game of the show, Phantom Blade Zero.
Wow, beautiful. Wall run.
41.
The face of this is here.
Don't go up there. Turn back.
Ooh.
Before it's too late.
The music, so good. Wow. Check out those parries. It's like such short windows of opportunity. Oh, balancing on a sword? What? Very pretty. Oh, that's cool. I like that.
That looks so good. Full demo that media will be playing this weekend, so you'll hear much more about that. And that's going to do it for our Summer Game Fest live show.
No
Thanks
way.
to Joy for joining us.
No way. That's what you end on?
I had such an amazing
I don't buy it.
time. Happy Summer Game Fest, everyone.
Thanks, Joy. And we have so much more, so stay tuned because
Still 4 minutes
is
left.
coming up live right now on the stream, featuring an hour of indie game reveals, including the next game from Cappy, and that's followed by Devolver Direct. Now keep checking SummerGameFest.com for other event streams this weekend, and we'll see you again live this August 20th in Germany for Gamescom Opening Night Live. Thanks for watching, everyone. Remember, Day of the Devs starts right now.
Do we want to keep Day of the Devs? I could keep it like on mute in the background. Magistrate, whelmed? I would go as far as to say underwhelmed. Like, I hate to say it. There's so many games that were announced. This is completely subjective. That's what a rating is, right? If I'm reviewing it, it's not too much for me, actually. This year felt off. Man, he did start with saying that. Sorry, I'm gonna tone this down. He did start off by saying, addressing the layoffs and saying this, the studio closures and everything. So it's a very light year. It's time for the indies to shine, because AAA was not present. Simpler times. I'm already in. All the feels. A lo-fi experience. It's like a pre-show. It's not even part of the Day of the Devs. Tim Schafer's event, right? Day of the Devs, if I remember correctly. The guy from Double Fine Studios who makes Psychonauts and all that. It's basically an opportunity to spotlight some of the developers, but it's usually a pretty low-key event. They did say not to expect a lot of big announcements for this year's Summer Game Fest. Yeah, they could temper expectations. It's just... I said just at the same time. This game is just vibes. You interact with the environment while you listen to music. That's cute.
I have to do the whole thing from the top.
Heh.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to the
There
Day
he
of the Devs
is.
portion of the show. Day of the Devs is a nonprofit organization whose team of volunteer curators scours the globe for the best in video games for you to enjoy, with a focus on indie developers who are lovely, and you'll get to meet them today as well as enjoy their games. And there's nothing else to worry about, so just sit back and relax and enjoy Day of the Devs.
So
Summer
chill.
Games Fest edition. Oh, that's a prop.
It's what?
We love Cappy
Broth?
Games at Day of the Devs.
Is that what he
They've been making
said?
Incredible games for 20 years up in Toronto. You might know them for games like Below or Super Brothers Sword and Sorcery, or maybe you know their incredible puzzle games like Grindstone and Might and Magic Clash of Heroes. Well, if you're in the latter,
Okay,
we're
so I'm
very
gonna
excited to
mute
announce their
this.
next great puzzle game.
I'll keep it playing in the background though.
Hi, I'm Eileen from Cappy Games.
Capybara Games. Let's switch like this. Cool, and we'll play some music in the background while we chat here. If anything catches our eye, we can always switch back, but I'll keep it like this for now. Yeah, so let me go back through the list here. I'm definitely going to prepare like a more formalized list like I usually do, and I'll link the trailers of what's been announced. I've got 5 things that I tagged as like to keep an eye on. I'll start from the bottom and we'll go backwards to the top one. Unknown 9 Awakening was the game from Reflector Studios, which has been in production for a very, very long time, and I've been curious to see what that actually looks like, because there's been a couple of teases so far, but I feel like this is the first time we actually see some gameplay. Dear and Boy, I laughed at the title, but I really liked the demo, and I think it was one of those where they said it was a single developer as well, or at least like a very, very small team. Mighty Morphing Power Rangers Rita's Rewind might be my number 1 of the show, honestly. Then earlier we saw Neva, which was from the studio that did Gris, depending on how you call it. It was like a girl with a deer, and you could see the deer aging over time. And then I'll say my number 2 most biggest highlight of the show is probably Lego Horizon Adventures. That showed really well, and they opened the show with that. They started really strong. I almost would have kept that for the last, honestly. Really big surprise. I love that. Quidditch Champions. I had heard that a Quidditch game was in development, so it wasn't a huge surprise, but it was cool to see it. And some people said that that's why there was no Quidditch in Hogwarts Legacy, because it was a standalone Quidditch game coming around, and so they didn't want to step on each other's toes. So honorable mention goes to Star Wars Outlaws, because I think while I'm excited for the game, the trailer in this show did not really do too much. We'll probably be seeing more of it in the UB Forward. Other than that, Batman Arkham Shadows. I'm cautiously optimistic because I really like Batman Arkham VR, but that was developed by Rocksteady. This is developed by a different studio, and I think it's kind of cool that they're setting it after Arkham Origins, a game that I worked on. It's a universe that I was very, very attached to, and we haven't seen much from it since. So continuing in that world, maybe having some characters reappear from the designs, like the concept arts from our game, I think could be really interesting. Other than that, I'm definitely having to scratch my head trying to come up with other stuff. Killer Bean was unexpected. What was Wanderstop? I feel like the title caught my attention, but I'm trying to remember what it was. That's not usually a good sign. First Descendants is a really good looking, pretty game. Among Us TV series. The Finals is very pretty. I guess Alan Wake 2 Night Springs, but I haven't played Alan 2, so I can't say I'm super excited about it. I would have loved to see Max Payne or Control 2. Oh, this one we saw earlier. This climbing game. What was the title? Cairn. Cairn is the name. The wobbly legs and then they fall. And I struggle to see the game in this. It's mostly climbing mechanics, right? Hyperlight Breaker looked pretty cool. Party Animals has a new mode, but no cross-play. I think that's kind of it. What was Mecha Break? Mecha Break looked pretty. It was like those, I thought it was Gundam. It's not quite my type of game, but it looked cool. Space Marine 2, but it wasn't really a reveal. I think it was during an ad block. Look at those shaky legs. Cuff Bust was interesting, but doesn't feel like a game that I would play much. So what are we going to do now? Wolverine is lurking. Thanks for the lurk, Wolverine. A couple of things that we could do on the stream while I'm still live. I was thinking some Fall Guys, because we don't have a main game, by the way. We finished Shovel Knight last week, so I don't think I'm going to move on to my next main game just yet. So tonight is probably going to be like a casual stream. So that means Fall Guys, maybe some Hyper Jam if my friends are on board, maybe some Golf with Your Friends, Magistrate if you're still there. Maybe we can rally the troops for some Golf with Your Friends. Could be an option. It's been a while. We've actually skipped our Monday Night Gaming 3 weeks in a row now. The other option, so I'm rattling a couple of games here. Maybe some Tetris 99, perhaps. But another option would be for me to simply edit the Hot Ones experience, the video that I've been working on. I've never done an editing stream where basically I'm just working on my video edits. It's not the most thrilling thing, but it's, I could stay live while I do it. And maybe people can give me some suggestions on what works, what doesn't work, what's a funny moment, what's not. So right now, I think the whole timeline is time-stamped. I basically put markers for all the parts that I want to keep in the edit, and then I'll basically start chopping up afterwards. So I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna do just yet. There is also the option. No, I think I kind of listed off all the options that I had. Like they said that there's going to be Day of the Devs, and it's followed straight after it's the Devolver Direct, I think. Devolver Digital. Is that tonight? I should have checked the schedule before. So I'm actually gonna go take a pee break. I'm gonna let the stream play actually while, or should I put the be right back screen? Yeah, I'll switch to be right back, and then we'll decide what we do next. My gut feeling tells me let's play some Fall Guys. It's been a while. But right in the chat, actually, I'm gonna put up a survey. How about that? Let's do it. Anyone want to try Valorant? PSI. I don't know. It's the learning curve and the time investment in those types of games is what turns me off, honestly. I don't know. I can't make any promises for that. I'm gonna set up a poll here. Valorant isn't too complicated. It's not just specifically Valorant. It's that genre of game. Marvel Rivals does seem like a game that would be interesting because I don't know. I already know the characters. Let me set up a poll. I'll set the poll for like 5 minutes. You said Fall Guys, Tetris 99. Oh, there was Multiverses too. Maybe I haven't installed it. That could be a fun stream, a fun game to revisit. I wish I got to try Marvel Rivals. Yeah, could have been a cool experience. But yeah, I don't have access to it just yet. Hopefully, eventually, especially heard Moon Knight will come. Really? And Casabella has played Multiverses. Nice. I feel like I had another one added to the list. So I've got 4 entries: Fall Guys, Tetris 99, Multiverses, and Edit the Hot Ones experience. So I'm trying to think, was there anything else that I wanted to put on the list? Oh, what is this thing? You guys seeing this in the corner? Karma, the Dark World? Dang. Why was that not part of the Summer Game Fest? Maybe some Smash Bros? Party Animals? I can only put up to 5 options though in the vote. Okay, I'll put Party Animals just because we saw it in the Summer Game Fest and it kind of gave me the feeling of playing that. I'm gonna set the poll for 5 minutes. Allow additional votes so people could vote for more than one. Yeah, why not? Let's do that. I don't think I've ever let people vote for more than one thing. And I have to set a price for the additional votes. I'll set it to like 50 pixels. Right, the poll is now live. I'm just gonna display it here on screen. How's that? Is that okay? Oh, it's a bit, I need to crop it a bit more. When you get back, Simon, could you show the Hall of... Yeah, of course, I could do that right now. Whoop, that's the fortune cookie. There's the Hall of Flame, the current ranking. Last time on the last stream, you'll see on June 2nd, AccuMeister joined the board in 10th spot, in spot number 10. And I believe Casabella claimed, yeah, on May 31st. I'm glad I put that column there, the latest redeem. We could see when was the last time somebody redeemed, and we had Saturn Blaster as well, put in another 5K on May 31st. I think I'm gonna have to increase the length of the board here. I don't want it to be only a top 10. I'm gonna make sure to add more folks there. You can always type in exclamation mark HOF, by the way, in the chat if you ever want to pop that up for yourself. Alrighty then, so I'm gonna go take a quick pee break. I'm gonna put the be right back screen, and hopefully you'll still be here when I get back. There's a lot of pressure. Okay, I'm gonna mute the music. I'm gonna switch to the elevator. Let's see if this works.
Drift for the stream. for the stream.
Oh, you think?
Simon, yeah.
Full gorilla?
Definitely.
No. He's gonna throw away his podium. Oh.
Wow.
Beautiful display.
Wow. Who's gonna play the song?
Where is it?
We have a Tokyo Drift song. No, not that one. Oh my god, guys. That was a big fail. That's not what I wanted.
Oh god. Oh god. Oh god, make it stop.
I'm gonna get a DMC strike.
Oh my god.
What's happening?
I asked for something and they over-delivered. If you happen to have tuned since the beginning of the stream, if you're still here, if you even came in for a couple of minutes, thank you. The support you've shown me and this encouragement to start up this Twitch stream and to embrace everything that I love about video games and have these conversations with like-minded people, it means so much to me. Thank you for showing support from November, people who donated during this stream, people who donated in previous streams, or since the beginning of November. It means more to me than you'll know. And while we might not hit that $1,000 mark, it doesn't matter. That was a very ambitious goal, and I have to cherish all the donations that I did get. It all goes to a wonderful cause. There are still a few days, so if you happen to see the stream, you can still use the exclamation mark Movember command in chat, even if I'm offline. So if you happen to see this VOD, please do so, and I'll still get a notification when the donations go through. So thank you. I've actually been supporting Movember, raising money on and off for about 12 years. This is the 9th year that I've been doing it. So growing the mustache always makes people ask questions about why I'm doing it, because it's unusual. I don't usually rock a mustache throughout the year. I do cheat a bit by having a bit of beard just to like even out the look, because a mustache on its own really doesn't suit me. But that's part of the deal. It's supposed to be uncomfortable and itchy, because it's a tiny sacrifice for 1 month to raise money for a good cause. So thanks again, Nick. I really appreciate it, and I'm still confident we'll be able to hit that 1,000, even if I'm a bit naive and optimistic. Yeah, this was incredible. So it was not only was it amazing to win the award, but to see Nemr's reaction to the award.
She's wearing an Iron Maiden t-shirt. Respect.
Marvel Game Studios for trusting
And
us
Mary.
with their characters and for allowing us to make them our own, for our fabulous cast, for bringing them to life in ways that words on a page can never do.
Padanine, if he's still here, Simon Eyes.
He's calling me out because he knew that we were in the chat.
Who worked on it. And of course, my wonderfully wild, wacky, immensely talented writers. Thank you, everyone. This is an honor.
She's a Valkyrie and I'm smitten. Tiny Flamingo, amazing. They really, all the jokes hit. All the jokes. Simon Eyes, congratulations, man. Guys, let's throw some GGs in the chat. Padanine and Simon Eyes are in here right now. I'm so happy for you guys.
Yeah, this looks like pure evil. Because I'm just seeing how many, even with the paddles at the end. Okay, this is one of the most difficult maps we played, I think. Oh, okay. I collided with something and got stopped in my tracks.
Oh, fuck me.
For anybody who doesn't know who John McLaren is, I'd be surprised because we have so much overlap in our two communities. John McLaren is a good friend of mine that I got to work with on Guardians of the Galaxy. He was an actor on the cast, and he happened to play a character. It's kind of a smaller role, but maybe you've heard of him. It's Star-Lord. But yeah, I would understand if you've heard of Guardians, but you haven't heard of Star-Lord. It's okay. I forgive you. Goop and the protection squad are going to come after me for making such a joke. Simon doing deadpan is amazing. I try. Goop says, oh wait, it was a joke.
PSI_4 just redeemed by Rita.
To give you a bit of context why I'm doing Twitch in the first place, a couple of reasons. One is how... Who just redeemed an elevator? What was that? PSI, I just saw you lurking. And then I just got back and I heard the elevator redeem. What? Okay, I guess we're doing the elevator. Come on in, gang. I wonder if Snippers is watching the Summer Game Fest, Day of the Devs. Let's go check on Mr. Snippers. Come along, won't you? Oh, hey there. Yeah, the gang is asking what you're up to. How have you been? It's been a while. Nobody redeemed the elevator, and I have no other reason to come visit you. Oh, I thought you might be watching the Summer Game Fest. That's cool. Any highlights for you? I see. All right, well, that's it. Nope. Nothing else to say. I might return to visit you, bug you a bit more later. Alrighty. Bye. So, Mr. Snippers is disappointed that there wasn't any new content for Cyberpunk. Apparently, Mr. Snippers is a big fan of Cyberpunk. You'd think for such an old man, he wouldn't be playing video games. But yeah, can't generalize. Everybody plays video games. Added to the lore. Thanks for redeeming that. He's a fan of Keanu Reeves, exactly. No, have I played Cyberpunk? I have not. But PSI, fun anecdote. I have Cyberpunk on PS4 in its original wrapper. If you know how the story went, you know how that PS4 version of the game came out, incredibly broken and practically unplayable. Well, I have that version on a burnt physical disc that, in theory, if I never upgraded the game, that's the version that I currently own. I'm pretty sure I've bought it since on PC, like I have it on Steam. I do not have a PS5. I am waiting for the PS5 Pro. There's been enough rumors about it, and that's what I did with the PS4 generation. I actually waited until the Pro came out, and I hop on the mid-gen console. I just like to know that I'm playing the game at, like, you know, whether it's like 4K 60 or basically have the game run just slightly above the rest, like the base console. As for PC games, you'll probably notice from the games that I play on this stream, I don't push the highest quality of games. My PC is pretty dated at this point, a bit like John McLaren. Oh, so I had a poll here. We only got one vote, and it's for Fall Guys, which I'm perfectly okay with. We're gonna play some Fall Guys then. What was that? What's this green thing behind me, beside me? What? Oh, it's the highlight from the window. That's funny. I was like, what is that? I should put up this little guy. I had him up here last time. I hooked him up with a magnet. Maybe I'll just set him up here for now, since we're gonna be playing some Fall Guys. That kind of works. Takes up the side of the screen. Look, I've got like little highlights on my face. It's coming through the sun through the window. Apparently we could get the Pro around September as per rumors. I don't want to get my hopes up. Yeah, that sounds like about right. I would think so too. I feel I just noticed the stream stopped playing here. Cool, we'll keep that there. I feel the PS4 Pro came out around summertime, if I'm not mistaken. Thanks for the lurk, PSI. Thanks for hanging around, stopping by, making elevator redeems. This game looks lovely. Looks very jolly. Okay, I'm gonna boot up Fall Guys, and I'm gonna switch to my usual like Hyper Jam playlist to get a bit of energy going on in here. Just want to make sure that there's also no updates for Fall Guys. Looks like I already updated Party Animals, so that's good. If we decide to switch. Hey, Goop isn't here. Hello, Goop. Goop, you missed the Summer Game Fest. It's okay. You didn't miss too much. A couple of really cool announcements, but overall, a pretty tepid show. Right now, it's the Day of the Devs. It's the kind of like the post-show after Summer Game Fest. Blumhouse Games was cool, yeah. This one looks interesting. It looks like a PS1 Cozy Game Pals. Did you see that? That's the name of the studio. Unless it's the name of the game, I don't think so. It sounds more like a studio name. What was I saying about the... I already lost my train of thought. I was saying that the Blumhouse Games looks kind of cool. It's got they showcased a series of different titles. How's it going, Goop? How was your week? I'm currently booting up Fall Guys, since I don't think we're going to be tuning into the post shows. Oh yeah, I think I was talking about like what was announced during the Summer Game Fest. Honestly, like there was only a handful of games that were really for me, like games that really appealed to me. There's a good variety of games, I won't deny that. A lot of indies, nothing, like no huge heavy hitters, like first party AAA type games. Scoop says, finally done with school for the summer. Yay! Went to school today, even though I didn't need to. I read a new book my partner bought me. Amazing. Fantastic. Well, yeah, the final day of school is such a relief, like a weight off our shoulders. I think my daughter's finishing still. She's still got 2 weeks because she's still in grade school. I think high school usually finishes a bit earlier, right? Looks like this guy's talking to me, but he's revealing his game. Yes, I forgot I was booting up Fall Guys. I got distracted. Sorry. Yes. Oh, gang. Okay, you got to see this game. I'm gonna stop my music. I have to switch to this.
But just seeing the image of
this
someone
game
holding
looks
a
incredible
device in their hand with an environment in the background and something happening on the screen made me think, how could you link this all together into a game where you're playing on the
Have you heard of
screen
this?
and you've got a 3D environment? And
Why was this not part of Summer Game Fest?
It started with a little prototype of just a character holding the device.
You're like, they call it like a 5D game because you're playing 2D and 3D at the same time.
And then the other part of it was the controls from
Like
the prototype.
when you move in
were
depth, it
set to
doesn't
play.
show on the
I think
2D
we were
screen.
having this problem where you're exploring this world,
insane.
but only facing forward, and you can move side to side, but you're only looking in front of you. So at first we're like, okay, maybe we can just do a 180 so you can at least go backwards, because we were constantly moving forward in 3D space. So we tried that. That felt a little weird. And then at that point I was like, you know what? Since most of the games out there that people are familiar with are first-person shooter games, why don't we try FPS controls? And then you implemented an FPS controller and kept the 2D essentially the same. And for some reason, it just miraculously worked.
Miraculously
So the device
worked.
that you use in Screenbound is a quantum device. How that works in the context of the game is that the 2D world that's presented on the screen is actually projecting an environment as a 3D
Hey,
world,
Nick.
which is
That
also
looks
how
so
it works
confusing. I know,
in
but
the
like,
level
what kind
editor,
of game?
because
Like, I
level
love
editor is
innovations
2D,
like this.
and once you finish your
It
level,
bends your mind
finish
while you're
working on
playing.
it
It's like
actually
playing Portal.
builds the
It
entire
made you see
3D
things in a
geometry
different
out
way that you've ever looked
and
at
creates
before.
a 3D world.
So they're designing the game in 2D, but it maps out into 3D afterwards. Oh my god, this is a bit nauseating.
Both dimensions are equally important, and you have to be paying attention to both.
But it's funny because it's like when people walk while looking at their cell phones. You know, they cross the street while looking at their cell phones, and you're like, that's probably a bad idea.
At the screen, you're going to die probably within 5 to 10 seconds because you're going to be hit by an enemy. You're going to see some distortion effect on the screen, and that's where
There's like hidden doors that you can only see on your 2D
get
screen.
pushed back, and you're going to lose some health from your battery bar. But
Could you imagine the next Mario like this? I doubt.
You have to be
I doubt
paying attention
Nintendo would be into trying emulating something like this.
Of the 2D side, I'm always running into enemies, and that's how you die. The biggest risk in 3D is literally falling. It's pretty clear cut though, because everything translates fairly one-to-one. If there's like,
You know what? I might get motion sickness playing this game because you're looking at a 2D screen, but the environment is moving around you.
Some of the things you only see in 2D or you only see in 3D, like the fan.
yeah, you kind of solve puzzle elements more so on the 3D side, but then you survive threats by focusing on the 2D side.
It could get very disorienting.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. We'll talk soon.
Our next game takes what you might consider a dream job and adds a heap of dread. You play as a zookeeper tending to animals.
Oh,
except
this one.
something is
These are great games that were omitted from the
Developed
Summer Game
by an
Fest.
international team at Clapperheads. This is Zoochosis.
Zoochosis.
I promise you've
Guys,
never seen giraffes like this.
fair warning, this game is super creepy. That's real footage, don't worry.
Cute? I don't. You've all been to the zoo, and each of you has your favorite animals. But do you know what happened here at night behind closed doors? I'm Valentin Shukin, the lead game designer of the Zoochosis.
It's a bit like a Five Nights at Freddy's.
Become a
Like
night
at night, the animals transform, and you have like a zookeeper that has to like avoid getting attacked by these creatures.
You're finally awake? Good. Get up. It's time to get to work.
It's got like a Stranger Things vibe, the music.
Hurry up.
Oh yeah, picking up poop is like one of the main mechanics, it seems. I know I said I wasn't gonna watch the Day of the Devs, but here we are.
The plot of Zoochosis was written in the best traditions of the thriller and horror genres. We aim to create a dark atmosphere resembling the works of Hans Giger, Lovecraft, and Edgar Allan Poe. We achieve this through lighting placement, color correction, textures, and environmental props.
This is our mobile veterinary station. Here you'll be mixing medications for our animals.
Are they sick?
Well, they can be. We need to closely monitor the health of the animals. We have some quite rare specimens.
The mutation, the parasite, and the infection that's happening to these animals, it's kind of like reprogramming their biology.
Oh, gross. Yeah, there we go. Oh my lord. No, thank you. I was just waiting for one of those moments because I saw it in another trailer. It's so uncomfortable.
The giraffe head acting like a large anaconda, slithering with its jaw unhinged, try to bite you.
It could just be that the whole game is kind of on rails, though.
The concept of the giraffe set the basis of each
Oh,
animal
Jesus.
having their
I hope-
own unique
yeah.
design in their mutation.
There also will be many endings.
I hope
in
my
the
daughter's
game.
not watching.
Each of the endings depend on the choices made by the player during the game. Planning out all the endings was quite challenging. We dedicated a substantial amount of time structuring the paths and dialogues into a unified framework to ensure seamless functionality.
Every zookeeper is entitled to a service car. This one's mine. If you perform well tonight, you'll get one in the morning.
What?
Is that your wife? Should I tell her you're staying here for the night? Keep in mind, I'll lock you in until morning.
Your main goal will be to save the edibles, including infected ones that have turned
If you
into
survive,
mutants.
you get a sports car.
Save them and save yourself.
We really hope that you will enjoy the Zoochosis release in this
I
summer.
imagine they want to keep some of the
Wish you could
transformations
all
surprise
follow
for the
us
actual
on
game.
social media.
Can't reveal them
Thank
all in
you
the trailer.
so much for the support.
Okay.
See ya.
Good, good.
Why are you so jumpy?
Why are you so jumpy? What's going on?
And that's the game. Except not quite. You can see in While Waiting by Optilusion Games, waiting is always an option,
Okay.
but not the
Switching
whole
over.
story. And that's what I like about our next title. It's more than meets the eye. See what mischief you can get up to while waiting.
Hi everyone, I'm Dom, the founder of Optilusion Games. We're a game studio based in Irvine. Today I'm thrilled to reintroduce our latest game, While Waiting.
That's cute.
While Waiting is a game about waiting for things to happen, waiting for the bus, waiting for the traffic, waiting for the line to move.
So
Follow our
random.
main character Adam as he waits his way through the various scenarios.
Casabella was just saying the great British pastime. Yeah, amazing. We were just talking about what it's like to wait a lot.
Kids and embody good old-fashioned patience. Or perhaps you want to get up to a little tomfoolery. Or maybe a lot of it.
I love seeing games like this. Which I don't think you can get me to play.
For people who really want to do something, you can find your own way to kill
I've
the
been
time.
waiting my whole life for this
We also
game.
have prepared a list of
Wolverine, that's really funny.
challenges to help you with it.
It's perfect for you. And the British rage when someone cuts in the queue.
If they're too hard or maybe not your cup
Yeah.
of tea, that's okay. We also have a very, very helpful fidget button, specially designed for you. Just press it. Explore over 100 hand-painted levels, each chock full of mini-games.
I like the art
fun
style,
little
it's really
interactions,
nice.
Easter eggs, and things you should definitely not try in your daily life.
I don't know why just now, for the first time, something crossed my mind. Could you imagine like a dialogue-based game like Curb Your Enthusiasm?
Victims
Where you have to like deal with social context and you have to like choose your dialogue carefully?
with every mundane thing.
How fun would that be? Whoa!
But do remember, your goal is to wait.
Did that kid just get hit by a car? You're in the main screen, not the game? Yeah, I know. I'm just finishing this thing up here. I'm reacting to this. You guys can still hear it, right? It might be a bit low, but you should still be able to hear it.
Wishlist on Steam. I mean, wishlist.
Waitlist.
During the
wishlist.
selection
Haha,
process,
funny.
this next game really caught my eye. It's got cyberpunk vibes, horror vibes, ghost vibes, all the vibes. With this game, Toronto-based developer Rocket Adrift really captured something unique.
I'm currently booting up Fall Guys. Ooh, don't like that. Okay, let's mute that. How come the game's not booting up? Why is it taking so long? Launching, running install script. Okay. It's installing something in the background. The game was supposed to have been updated already, but who knows? I've got this funny highlight there. Ooh. Okay, the game is actually booting up this time. Okay, I'm going to switch the title to Set Game Fall Guys. Does this work? Excellent.
Anyone thirsty?
That came out so loud. Thanks, Julia. Trying to break the silence, eh?
Your bloody posture, you slouchy bastard.
I just caught the end of that. Thank you. Thanks, Casabella. You guys can actually hear the redeems now. Where's the game? I know I didn't finish my stretch. I'm going to continue stretching. I just wanted to set the game first. Is it booting? Yeah, there it is. Looks like Encanto is back in the shops. Cool. Okay, sorry about that. I was just messing with some OBS settings. You should be able to hear that now. Let's check out the shop before I check out what the levels are today. Oh, that's a cool one. Never seen this one. Solar Champion. Could you imagine if they had the Guardian skins? I don't think that came up. We were brainstorming like what would be cool costumes for Fall Guys. I think Fantastic Four, X-Men, anything that's like team-based Those are all good options. The Incredibles. Wait, no, they had The Incredibles. They hardly ever have anything that you could spend kudos on. Look at that. I've got like close to 300,000 kudos. I can get an orange cone. I don't own that one. Fine, I'll add it. Because the orange cones are very much a signature of Montreal. Let's check out the modes. Oh, what's this? A mix of new and classic rounds, perfect for playing solo or in a party. Oh, chill or... Okay, well, no. Isn't knockout like just the standard? Squads, duos, solos. Full of Mediatonic made levels. Yeah, classic games. Okay, that's what I was hoping that they would put last time. Because they have a discovery tab. That wasn't... Was that there before? Maybe I didn't notice. Main solos. Let's just try to see if we could get some classic levels. Yeah, knockout is the normal show, but I was always looking for a mode where it's just like the you know, the classic levels throughout all the seasons. Like I wanted less of the custom levels. Yeah, I remember. I remember. I think that's the second time I point that out. I was saying like, oh, discovery, and you're like, yeah, that's always been there. I realize I've already been live for 3 hours because the event was 2 hours. And I don't normally go live this early on a Friday. Hey, Matt! Hello, Matt! Thanks for using your Prime.
Matt Duck just subscribed with Prime. Saying hi before my meeting.
Saying hi before his meeting. What a gentleman. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. And for those that don't know I repeated this a bunch of times, but if you have an Amazon Prime account, you get 1 free sub per month. Just link your Twitch account to your Amazon Prime account, and you could use a sub on any channel. Doesn't have to be this one, but Matt chose to make it this one. So thank you, Matt. Really appreciate it. The classic level was a special one-off. They may bring it back. Gotcha. But here, there was like a classic section and it said solo, duos, and squads. So hopefully it's more of the levels that we know. And this is taking an absurd amount of time to load, so something is off. Matt, did you happen to check out the Summer Game Fest? Curious to know what everybody's standout is. Like, what were the highlights? Yeah, this is definitely glitching. I think the whole game froze. Not a great start. Haha, the Summer Game Fest. There was an event, a live event that just wrapped up. That's why I was streaming on a Friday instead of our usual evenings, our usual Saturday. Because I actually don't think I'll be able to stream tomorrow. We're doing a family thing in the middle of the day, so I'm gonna put family first for Saturday. But for tonight, I get to play some games. Okay, I'm gonna kill this this game for now. Try to reboot it again. Sorry about that. I'm definitely gonna have to go back and watch the Day of the Devs, because the games that I'm seeing now, like I'm just getting glimpses here and there, but they're really, really interesting. And it's usually indie stuff. That's not a bad thing. I'm just saying that like you see like creativity on full display. big studios cannot afford to take these types of risks of just trying stuff. Let's try that again. Was there anything exciting? Lego Horizon Adventures. So Horizon, like Horizon Forbidden West and Zero Dawn, like that game has a Lego version. That was how they opened the show. And honestly, I feel like they've started with one of their strongest reveals, which was amazing, like really, really nice. But for me personally, there's a Power Rangers game in the style of TMNT Shredder's Revenge. Yeah, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Rita's Revenge. Rita's... Wait, it was called something else. Rita's Retro or something, wasn't it? Rita's Rewind. Yeah. But it's like you're combining Shredder's Revenge and Rita's Revenge. Yeah. Looks fantastic. I'm really, really happy about that. And now you're going to be testing my memory without me pulling up the list that I was writing of other things that were shown. There was a Quidditch game, like a standalone, like a sports game, but it's Quidditch. I remember playing Quidditch in the old Harry Potter games. I was playing those on PC during the years that the movies were coming back. Don't worry about it. Fall Guys is struggling. What is going on? Is it the servers? Just says waiting for players. I never experienced this, but even the background stopped animating. Fix your game, people. I'm not worried. I laugh at how my brain works. Cool. I'm gonna try one more time. I'm gonna try a different lobby, see if that makes a difference. I hate this. It's okay, we just hang out while we listen to some good music. Try a normal show. I'll jump on my end to see if it's the game. Cool. Yeah, I'll definitely try that. The game is still booting. It'll take a sec. Oh no. The Fall Guy fell. Haha. There we go. Oh, but he's out of frame. How about now? Okay, you can see the little character now. He's running, right? And then he just freezes. Oh, he's still going. He's still going. Okay, we're in. Dang. So they really don't want us to play the classic modes, eh? It's super laggy though. What is going on? Is it my PC? Oh, this is unplayable. What is happening? Guys, I apologize. This is unplayable. I'm gonna give people headaches. It's not my connection. It's not like my webcam is still fine, so you can see this is behaving normally. It has to be the game, right? I could just play it from my PS4. The lobby behaves fine. I mean, this isn't taxing on my PC. I'm just gonna try one more time. That was terrible. I don't think I experienced lag like that in this game. Okay, I'm gonna try the classic solos again. I can see in OBS my CPU usage. It's not that taxing. Like it should not be reacting like this. Hey, it froze again. Alright, gang. I think we're gonna switch to something else. Fall Guys is not in our cards tonight. Tetris 99? Yeah, let's do that. I just gotta set up my capture card. It'll be a sec. Hey, Magistrate. What's the good word? I was asking if there's any chance that we play some golf with your friends tonight. Do you want to rally the troops maybe for later? I know it's a bit early. Well, it's almost 8 already. I tried to play some Fall Guys. I had 3 attempts. The game feels broken. Could be on my end. Could be my PC. Could be the servers. I have no idea. So now I'm going to try Tetris 99 on the Switch. Wait, how did I... Oh, exclamation mark? Is that how? Sorry about that. There we go. I did mention multiverses. I could give it a try. I'd have to install it. I have to see how big the game is. Should I? Julia wants some Tetris 99. I'll play a couple of rounds of Tetris 99. I could install it in the background while I play Tetris 99, come to think of it. It's 11 gigs. Is that going to tank my PC? Like, bandwidth-wise? I've got space for it. That's not the issue. It's like the connection. Is it gonna struggle? I gotta sort out some gamepad issues anyways. I'll update multiverses in the wild. Okay, I'll give it a try. I'll install it because I think there's supposed to be some free content for anybody who's played it in the past. The estimated time is 8 minutes. Wow, check out that connection. You mained Wonder Woman, Magistrate says. There is an 11 login bonus as well. 11 login. Oh, wait, you mean like if I log in 11 days in a row? Or on day 11? Oh, okay, okay. Sorry about that. Each day you log in, you get something. Gotcha. Yeah, yeah, it's the nature of live service games, right? I just gotta go get a Switch controller. Give me a sec. Aha, I could hear it. Oh boy. You guys see that, right? Sometimes I gotta wiggle this capture card a couple of times. It's a cheap one. Oh, Casabella says, Magistrate, Multiverses is my main game at the moment. I haven't stopped playing it. Very interesting. The interface for Multiverses is confusing. It will take a while to get used to it. And also, there's a streamer mode to this game. Oh, because they have like licensed tracks in it? But that's also very good to know. I played at Multiverses for maybe a total of an hour. Yeah, I didn't play too much because I was nervous that it was gonna like mess up my calibration, like my skills with Smash Brothers. Yeah, I'm hearing some issues with the capture card. Give me a sec. You guys hear that too, right? It's like falling apart. I'm back. Sorry about that. I'm back, but the game is not. Again, my USB device is just all rebooted. Give me a sec while I figure this out. It says that Multiverse has just finished downloading. That's crazy. Meanwhile, I'm just trying to boot up the Tetris game. Who did that? Julia. Oh my god, really? Wow. All right. For the record. You guys should be using your pixels for other stuff. All right, for the record here. That's the rankings as of the beginning of this stream. So I'm going to have to update Casabella and Julia. Magistrate. Magistrate, you're still holding on to third, though. That's funny. I just got a reminder that I have an unpaid parking ticket. It might be fake. So yeah, Julia gets to hold top spot. She'll be moved to 35k. Casabella holds on to second spot, also moving up to 35k. Magistrate holding on to the third by the scruff of his chinny chin chin. Remember that at any moment you could type in !HOF to display the Hall of Flame on your end. I will update your rankings at the end of this stream. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, ask me in the chat. I'll explain what the Hall of Flame is. I am struggling to get my Switch to display here. Normally I do this kind of like troubleshooting while I'm offline. Hate to be doing it while I'm live. Very strange. So we couldn't get Fall Guys to work. We can get Tetris 99 to work. I might switch to Multiverses. I mean, I'll give it like another 2-3 minutes of just plugging and unplugging stuff. I'm back. My goodness. Gang, do you have any idea why it feels like my entire PC's all USB ports just shut down and then come back? Does that sound like an issue anybody's ever seen before? I am plugging and unplugging stuff trying to make them work, but why would everything disconnect? I'm really scared that it's gonna like fry my computer at some point. I should get Ithos on the line. I get the. Magistrate, you didn't. It's not your connection. It's just me. My computer is. All right, gang. I think I'm gonna have to call it. Too many technical issues. Very amateur-like. I think I'm gonna need to deal. Hey gang, if you could hear me, I'm just gonna shut down the stream and I'll try to be back around 9 p.m. in about 50 minutes or so. Yeah. I'll have to figure out what's going on. My USB is all over the place, and yeah. Sorry about ending the stream this way. I think it's my webcam that's hogging too much. That's really the impression, because when I unplug that, everything else is fine. So apologies. I'm going to maybe I'll try to do a firmware update on the camera or something, see if that's an issue. So I'm going to say goodbye now, and hopefully I'll see you guys in an hour or so. Apologies, and thanks for hanging out. I'll see you again soon. Magistrate, I think you can still hear me, right? Yeah. Yep. Alrighty, gang. See you soon.